place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we're staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left. left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Yo, they just empty.
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe.
Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The movement continues.
The marathon continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Monday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Hey, thank you for joining me this Monday, September 30th, 2024. We got another powerful conversation for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? And you know it's Monday, and you know how we get down on Monday. Let's get the Miracle Minister Kevin on the lines for the Monday prayer. How you doing, Minister Kevin?
Hey, Tory, I'm good, man. I'm blessed and highly favored. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm feeling powerful.
Sounds like it.
So
how was your weekend?
Hey, look, this weekend I had a lot of work to do. I buckled down. I had to get a lot of things done. There's a lot of things coming up in 2025 that I'm working on right now. So, I was just trying to get a lot of things ready for next year because I'm on my next year's schedule.
That's all right. You're doing pretty good. We already working on next year's schedule.
Hey, look, you got to be 6 months ahead. You got to plan it out. You got to kind of buckle down and kind of see, where you got to go next year. A lot of people wait till next year come to try to get it together, but the last couple months of every year, I work on my next year.
And that's great because you know what? The ones that working against you, they already working 6 months ahead too. So you got to stay ahead of them.
Facts. And so at the end of the day, it's better to be prepared than scared. You know what I mean? So
it's better to be proactive than reactive.
Facts. And so I'm always proactive. I love it. I've been doing this for a long time, so I know coming down late in the end of the year, you got to make sure that your first half of the next year, is already kind of mapped out. So I always do that around this time. So it's just something that's tradition for me. That's
good. I wasn't sure if he was going to be doing the Packers game this weekend or not.
I had some missing people I was dealing with, and I got a couple homicides. And right now, it's just so bad that with the missing and with the violence. So I didn't get a chance to get up there this weekend, and I wanted to. I was hoping to, and man, sometimes the sacrifice for helping the people, they will never understand. They will never understand it.
No, they never will. I think it just you ain't got nothing else better to do. but
Facts.
But that's what a sacrifice is, man. Sacrifice not just giving your free time. Sacrifice gives that time that you don't have to give. That's what a true sacrifice could be at.
Facts.
So that's awesome.
And
that's
trust
awesome.
me, you know how I feel about the Packers. You know how I feel about Jordan Love. And people don't, we get people calling up here talking out the side of their neck, but they don't understand, the sacrifice and the dedication that it comes with when it comes to helping the people in your community, the underserved people in your community. And like I said, I could do a world of things. I could be doing a world of other things that's more beneficial to me as an individual. But sometimes you got to sacrifice some of the individual ideas for the greater good of the people, and that happens all the time with me.
Right. You could be doing something you like, something with your family, something with your friends. A lot of that things. But I understand, man. That's where a sacrifice comes from. You got $1,000 in your pocket. Is that a sacrifice to get somebody 10? Probably not as much as it would be to give somebody 800 of them. But you only give a little bit. That's not much of a sacrifice. When you get a lot, like you said, your free time. When you got things that you love to do.
Right.
I think that's what's chapter was that? Chronicles? No, John chapter 15, verse 13, which is greater love has no man just to lay down his life for his brother. And I tell people all the time, laying down your life don't mean you dying for it. That means laying down what you want to do in your life. Things that you find important for you, things that you enjoy doing. When you lay down those things for people, for your friends, for your brothers, for whoever, that's what it's greater love. Greater love, no greater love than that. When you doing that, and that takes a lot, man.
It does. And
so
you know what? You know, I can feel like, man, I could have been up doing what I really wanted to do today, or I could help, you know, try to locate this missing girl. And, you know, it's families that feel like, you know, their loved one was murdered senselessly. And it's just so many things that come my way on my plate. And sometimes I'll be like, man, you know what? I'm going to try to do what I want to do sometimes. But then, you know, the mission overrides that thought, and I get back to work as usual on what needs to be done many times, overwhelmed by so many people reaching out at this time. And I'll tell you, every year for the last 5 years, it's like the load increases. Like, it's not decreasing, it's increasing.
Right, and I've seen your list out doing that off an hour. Yeah, that's what's needed, though. That's why we got to keep praying for these people, man. Praying for our community.
Hey, Minister Kevin, I got the Brewers mascots hanging out outside my window right now, down here at the Third Street Market Hall. You know, we got the Brewers COO, Marty Wrongski. She'll be coming in right after this interview. The Brewers in the playoffs, so we're gonna be talking Brewers playoffs after we get to prairie.
All right, I want to see you come down that slide again.
Hey, you know, we sliding into the playoffs. We doing the Bernie slide. Sliding it down. We ready.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Hey, well, we go, and the Brewers need the prayer too, you know what I mean? The Brewers need the prayer because, you know, that first round of the playoffs, we got to get through that first round. We need them to get tapped in with the frequency, Minister Kevin.
Okay, Bernie Brewers fan. Okay. Heavenly Father, at such a time as this, we need you more than ever before. Through the hurricanes, flooding, violence, the horrible living conditions, circumstances going on, we need you to be our guiding light of deliverance. As we move forward into this week and even this day, we ask that you inspire every thought and every step we take, enlighten our pathways, and we may see clearly the directions that are headed, and make sure that there's no stairs that will catch us up, oh God. Help us to see clear every hurdle and remove every shackle that keeps us bound. On this day, Lord, we offer you a praise and sacrifice, thanking you in advance for what you are about to do, because we all know all things are possible, because you've done it all before. We ask you to bless each one that have their hopes up high and give them peace and understanding along the way. I speak life more abundant in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hey, anything else you want to say, Minister Kevin?
As always, we're going to stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
All right. When we come back, we're going to be talking Brewers. We're going to have the COO in the building. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices, and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call, That's All Gruber Cash Giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call, That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last last year in 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
At We Energies, we're committed to building a bright, sustainable energy future. We're investing in clean energy projects like solar, wind, and battery storage. As a leader in the decarbonization effort, our goal is to achieve net zero carbon emissions from our generation fleet by 2050. It's part of our plan to provide the affordable, reliable, and clean energy you depend on. Learn more at weenergies.com.
We Energies. People you can trust, energy you can depend on. This message was paid for by the stockholders of WEC Energy Group.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You good, T-Minus? Niggas can count me out. I'm counting my bullets, I'm loading my clips, I'm writing down names, I'm making a list, I'm checking it twice and I'm getting them hit. The real ones been dying, the fake ones is lit. The game is off balance, I'm back on my The Bentley is dirty, my sneakers is dirty, but that's how I like it. You all on my dick, I'm all in my
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z and on the ones and twos. Look, we got a special guest on the lines. We got Marty Wronski. She is the COO of the Milwaukee Brewers for over 20 years. We got her on the lines. How you doing, Marty?
I'm great, Tory. How are you?
Hey, look, the Brewers are in the playoffs.
We're here, buddy. We're here.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, the frequency, the energy, I got the flags up in the studio. I got the towel.
I heard you were sporting them. I heard you were an amazing fan. Thank you, my friend.
I got the towels. I'm waving the towels. Hey, right now in the studio.
Amazing. Go Brewers, right?
Now we don't know who the opponent is, but who do you think is the possible opponent for the Brewers?
Okay, so here's what we've got. Right now, I'm literally watching the Braves are playing the Mets in Atlanta. Okay? If either the Braves or the Mets wins both games of this doubleheader they're playing today, then we end up playing the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Okay.
But if the Braves and the Mets split today, if the Braves win right now, the Braves are ahead 2-0. If the Braves win today and the Mets win tomorrow and they split, then we play the Mets back here in Milwaukee. So the options are the D-backs or the Mets, and it remains to be seen. We're going to have to watch all day long here to see who our opponent is.
Now, look, we got the mascots, the sausages, outside the studio right now, running through 3rd Street Market Hall, and we got the staff. I done took pictures. I done took pictures with the mascots, with the staff. It's been powerful today. I can feel the energy.
There is nothing like playoff energy at American Family Field. If you've ever been here, the rally towels flying. Starting tomorrow, the city's going to be blue and gold. Those undaunted posters are hung at City Hall and the 3rd Street Market Halls. I'm sure you saw it, Tory.
Yes.
And it is, the postseason painting is happening on the field right now. That energy is intense, and we've got to show out for our fans. It is so important that our fans show out for our players. I should say it is, this is it. This matters so much. And Milwaukee can bring it, Tory. Milwaukee can bring it.
Now, a lot of commotion about the first round of the playoffs and the Brewers, And this year, what is the different approach? How are we going to attack the first round? Because that's very important for us as Brewers fans to get over that first round hump. How do we do it?
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. You're dead on. And I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to tell Murph and Matt and the gang what should be happening out on the field. But I will tell you this. We all can feel it and see it. This season, there's something so special about this team, about the leadership. down on the field, and the energy is every day. We never count these guys out. We've come from behind in games.
Right.
It's just there's something about these guys, and I wholeheartedly believe. Murph says to all of us and to all the fans, win today, win tonight. And that whole philosophy, right, it never gets old. So that's what he's out to do this year. You can just, like I said, you can just feel the energy. These guys believe they can do anything.
Look,
and that, I'm going to believe too.
Look, I'm going to tell you this. I done been down the Bernie slide. I done been to the game screaming to the top of my lungs. And like I said, this year's energy is definitely different this year. And like I said, I would love, I want to throw out the opening pitch. I can't wait to get that off my bucket list. But the powerful
thing. All right, friend. Hey, I'm going to take a note.
Hey, look, the most powerful thing about being a Brewers fan is we're a historic franchise, one of the oldest baseball teams in the league. And yet we're still chasing to get that title. The ultimate goal is to win the championship.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'm telling you, you made the point that I've been here a long time. But we're getting closer all the time. And we've got, from Mark Attanasio and his wife Debbie and their family, their leadership through ownership, all the way on down. Matt Arnold and his gang, Rick Schlesinger and his crew, Murph out there with the guys. We all want this. And every year we want it for our fans, for our guys, for this community. But every year folks say, we get so close, we don't get all the way there. I think what folks don't realize is how unbelievably well this franchise has shown out for the state.
Right.
It's not, pro season baseball is not a given for anyone in any community. You've got huge market clubs that never make it this far, or certainly don't multiple years in a row. So we've got an amazing thing going here. We've still got some tickets, no doubt about it, Tory. So there's a few tickets around Major League Baseball, release some additional tickets. They start down in the $35 to $40 range, all the way on up. There's not a ton left, but we need to fill every seat here. And, you've been out here before.
Yes.
During postseason, there's not a bad seat in this house.
No, it's not.
It is electric. So we need folks to jump online. Brewers.com/postseason. Let's make this happen for everybody.
Now, look, I got the flags, I got my flag because I believe in the frequency, like the when the people get together and get to yelling and get to screaming, home field advantage. I believe that we got to rotate that frequency. We got flags available.
Yep, you better believe it. We've given them out. We've been out at Quick Trip. We've been at 3rd Street Market Hall, which is what you're seeing. We've been with our partners at Chick-fil-A. We've been in our parking lots. We're spreading this energy far and loud. So there's just a few minutes left here for folks to get out to those locations all over to grab their Brewers flag. We had to order a whole bunch more, Tory, after we did our parking lot, our drive-through, because fans turned out in such huge numbers.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm waving my towel right now. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Keep that arm going, Tory. Keep that arm going. Let's go.
Let's get it up. Now, it's prep rally. It's prep rallies going on. What are the prep rally times and locations?
Yeah, amazing. So, again, right now you've got a little time left. You're sitting at one of the prep rallies right now happening at 3rd Street Market Hall, and then they're at our partners at this afternoon. It's been Chick-fil-A. So a few minutes left to get out there, get your flags. But Tory, if you are a person, I'm a rally towel person, and this is your concept of moving the energy or bringing the energy. We are giving away rally towels at each of the games. So come on out, get your rally towel, and get it going. Folks need to be practicing like you.
Look, I'm going to tell you, my arm is still in strength. I've been practicing all year, so I'm in shape. You can't just be a first-timer, and if you are, you got to take your time. But now, we swirling the energy right now. Powerful.
That's right.
Hey, look, I'm going to give you the last words, Marty. What do you want the people to know?
I want the folks to know that we need our fans to turn out. These are going to be some amazing games that are played here in the next few days at American Family Field. The players have never been so ready for anything. We are overdue to make a run here at things. And by all measures and all accounts, look, I've got people telling me they're wearing the same underwear, they're wearing the same socks, they're not cutting their hair, trimming their beard.
Hey.
You know what? I love all of those people. So whatever it is you need to do, come into the ballpark, or if you can't make it, stay at home, don't shave your beard, do what you need to do, but let's bring it for the Milwaukee Brewers in this state. That's it.
Marty,
That's
I
it.
appreciate you for coming on the lines. I cannot wait to the first game. It's going to be so exciting. Get your tickets now. Be a part of the action, Truth Nation. And I appreciate you, Marty, for coming on, and I can't wait. I got to have you back after the first round when we go into the second round.
Hey, Tory, you got it, friend. I hope you don't have to miss me. I hope we can talk again soon.
Yes.
Thank you so much for supporting us, and to all your listeners for supporting us as well. We hope to see you guys out here.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming on the lines. Let's go Brewers. Hey, woo! Let's get it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the success and continue doing the great work, Marty.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You too.
All right, God bless you. Hey, look, we got Marquette Hall of Famer T. Smith, Tony Smith in the building. Tony Smith, Brewers in the playoffs. Everybody's excited right now. What is your take on this year's Brewers run in the playoffs, T. Smith?
I don't really follow baseball, so I did hear that they won the division, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the hat.
Brewers always are sneaky. They're always right there, it seems like. But you're right. They're still chasing the big one. I used to be baseball. Like, I used to watch a little baseball back in the Robin Yount, Paul Molitor days. But, I haven't been up on baseball in a while. But, I hear the buzz going on. Listen, you got to win it at some point, right?
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. I remember when if the Brewers won 12 games straight, you can get the cheeseburger from George Wells.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was up there praying because that's the only time I can get a good cheeseburger.
The cheeseburger.
And, back when I was a kid. When I was a kid, you get a free cheeseburger. Yeah, I'm just saying, like if they win so many games, and I remember they was like, they one game away from the George Wells cheeseburger, all that. So I was all tapped in. Plus, back when I was coming up, the police officers used to give out Brewers cards,
Okay.
And that was my interaction with the police department. They would stop and give you these baseball cards, and it would be, Paul Molitor, it would be Robin Yount, it would be the Brewers cards. So this is when, when you're coming up and you're seeing this energy and you can get a burger and some free cards. I mean, this was powerful.
Yeah, it's good. Like I say, I don't follow baseball myself. I do have a lot of friends in that organization, though, who work for the Jim Beatties up in the front office, who she mentioned, Rick Schlesinger. Obviously my girl I worked with, Sophia Minard, sideline reporter. So, it's I know all those people. It would be great for them to finally get that monkey off their back, right? And it's always can the small market do it? Can the small market do it? Because I know baseball is a little different with the money. The big markets can spend all that money. Little markets can't. But listen, the Brewers they've been good. They got to continue. But like she said, the best that the fans can do is just show up and show out. And like you said, it is about energy. As a player, you do get a little bit of energy from the home crowd. You do. I mean, I know it seems like, well, why wouldn't you be trying hard? Well, you do try hard, but that little extra boost you get from people being behind you is really, as Tory Lowe would say, powerful.
Yeah, it is.
It's powerful. And trust me, as an athlete who's been on the court, we can feel it. So just go up there and show off for the Brewers and help them out as much as you can by screaming, going crazy.
Look, when we come back, we'll have the Pop Culture Report with Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Sybaris Pool Suites. Romantic, luxurious, affordable. A place where romance touches paradise and the memories of a lifetime are made. Sybaris offers a variety of room styles, including the exquisite Chalet Suite, which spans 3 levels and features your own private swimming pool with cascading waterfall, soothing whirlpool tub, a cozy fireplace, and much more to make your stay unforgettable. They are located in Mequon, just north of Milwaukee. Take a virtual tour at Sybaris.com.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Literally one call, that's all.
I made one call, and that's all, worry-free.
One call, that's all. It worked.
Just one call, and that's all.
They will do what they say they're going to do. One call, and that's all.
One call, that's all means security.
It's literally one call, that's all.
It's a phrase we'll never forget. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 101.7 The Truth. Here is Denise Thomas with her truth.
How many times have you said to yourself, I do not have enough time? I feel as though there's not enough time in the day. You're not alone. One of the things I've realized is part of why I never have enough time is because I was wasting it arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding me. Make the decision on whether or not you want to continue waking up and pouring into people with debates, with arguments, with explanations that, again, are committed to misunderstanding you, committed to not respecting your ideas or understanding why you are who you are. So for me, as I continue to thrive every day, as someone who takes pride in continuous improvement, I am no longer arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding me or wanting to reject my thoughts and my ideas. I find it interesting that usually those people who are committed because they recognize the greatness that exists in you, that exists in me. So again, part of saving your time and getting that time back is not arguing, debating, or explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. However, you should believe in yourself and your abilities because that is your superpower. The power to winning and staying focused on winning is not focusing on those setbacks or even those individuals that are attempting to prevent you. But the power to win lies within you, waiting to be unleashed through dedication and effort. Keep winning. You got this.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 101.7 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Stein. After missing the last 2 weeks, quarterback Jordan Lowe returned to action on Sunday, but it would not be enough as the Packers fall to the Vikings by a final score of 31-29. Love in his return threw for 389 yards, 4 touchdowns, but had 3 interceptions on the day.
I think it comes down to just we did not make enough plays. Had a turnover early, and we just didn't make plays. I think did not play well enough personally, me, and accuracy was a little bit off. A little bit shaky.
With the loss, the Pack falling to 2-2 on their season. They'll travel out to L.A. next week to take on the Rams. Over to baseball, where the Milwaukee Brewers fell to the Mets in the regular season finale. This one by a final score of 5-0. The Crew will await the winner of tonight's doubleheader between the Mets and the Braves to determine their wild card round opponent. It will either be the Mets or the Diamondbacks. Game 1 of the wild card series for the Brewers is set for 4:30 on Tuesday afternoon. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing tonight? I'd like to welcome to the stage Tony.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Entertainment, current events, and trending topics. You get it all on the Culture Report with the Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith on the Tory Lowe Show. Here is your host, Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Hey,
what
the Packers,
your love is back.
Took one.
Your boy came back.
The Packers took one under the chin yesterday.
Quarterback controversy. Bring Willis back.
Well, I'll say this, if we make one of those kicks, we might be having a different story right now.
Right. Oh,
we missed 2 kicks. By the time we was ready to make the comeback, all of that factors in. So, know.
I mean, but so I'm gonna just throw this out you then. So if you do make one of those kicks, you make the first one or the other one. Minnesota's just going to change mentality.
The way they playing, right?
Yeah, they're going to change mentality sooner.
Somebody said that. Yeah,
they were playing safe. Yeah, they were playing safe. But I mean, what happens in those situations? Your defense gets back into a no big play mode,
right?
So you can get all those little throws. You can get all those in easy. Well, they're giving you that. They're just not going to give you the big ones.
Well, like I said, Jordan Love kind of caught his rhythm late too.
again, part of that, I'm gonna just the defense is. We're gonna play off a little bit. We're not gonna be up.
So you're saying once they got up that big lead?
Once you get a big lead, yeah, you have to. You don't want immediate comebacks. Similar in basketball, where you got a lead on a team. Well, you don't want them to hit threes now.
Right.
Protect it. Make them go beat you by twos.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Don't give up the big play, which is a 3-ball. So the same way in football. You get up big. I'm not giving you any like 2-play touchdowns or one play bombs.
Right.
I'm not going to give that. You got to go ahead and get a 7, 8, 9 play drive, which is going to eat up the clock, and which is all they're trying to do.
I'm surprised that Minnesota is actually out the gate this good.
I told you I didn't believe in them,
right?
Because I didn't believe in Sam Darnold, but he was chewing them up.
He was playing ball yesterday.
He looks confident. I mean, that's the thing with players though. It's weird, right? So Sam Darnold moved around, and he just couldn't get it done. And with the Jets, whether it could be anything, system, situation, timing, couldn't get it done. I think he tried to go to Carolina, right, and then the 49ers. So he's been all over the place. It just hadn't worked out for him. And I was like, this dude ain't no good. That's just the thought, right? He's not good enough. But he gets in the right position with the right team, with the right offensive coordinator, and he just looks confident is what he looks like. He doesn't look squeamish. He doesn't look tentative. And I didn't believe it, but I got to put a little more stock into belief that Sam Darnold is actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. And obviously we know the weapons they have. Now they got Jordan Addison back. He killed the Packers. And, you got to concentrate on Jefferson or he's going to chew you up.
Right.
So you got to double him, and now Addison is back, and he went off on you. He got 2. So they're good. They're good.
They are
and
legit.
Aaron Jones, we know Aaron Jones is good.
I said when they beat the 49ers, that it made me raise an eyebrow.
Right. Yeah.
Even though every team has their problems.
Disbelief. I was like,
every team had their problems.
Correct.
Injuries, whatever. But the win is still a W, right? But when they jumped out on the 49ers, the way they jumped out on the 49ers, it's the same way they jumped out on the Packers.
Yeah. But all in all, Tory, I'm going to say that it's really nothing because we expected them to beat Tennessee, and we thought, with what Minnesota was doing, that you'd probably lose to Minnesota because they look good. So I don't think this doesn't surprise me in any way at the end of the day.
Jordan Love didn't play much of the preseason, and then he got hurt.
Then you get hurt, then you're out.
Then he's out. So he's still coming around, knocking off a lot of the rust at game speed. So, yeah, you can see the rust a little bit. But
the throws are off a little bit. That one that was high that got picked off hit 2 Packers. But it was just a bad throw. It was a high throw. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully he's better. That's why I said, like, I would have just played. Given that in the grand, now you can't think like this as a player or as an organization, but as a fan looking on, I'm thinking, like, you're probably going to lose to Minnesota anyway. Why? Just give Jordan Love some more practice coming from the injury. Although he didn't look tentative on his leg, he didn't look bad. But just give him another week. You're probably going to lose this game anyway. Don't put him under duress with that Minnesota pass rush. I don't even want none of that, no part of that. Mm-hmm. Let Malik Willis get out there and see what he can do. If you win or lose. But I thought this game potentially be a loss, although I was questioning Minnesota, but they look really good. So I would have just chalked this one up. Just give it a shot with Malik. Give Jordan another week, and then I feel better about him coming back next week.
You think Malik would have put a better outcome? Yeah.
I have no idea. But
because if Malik was playing, this is the one I thought we were going to win to and lose to.
Okay.
So I already had this one with Malik down as a loss here.
I didn't think they were going to be able to go.
But Jordan Love coming back gave me a little hope with somebody that knows how to work the offense against this Minnesota Vikings team. But like I said, Jordan Love, without having many reps coming in this game, being hurt in Brazil, coming out a little rusty, off.
A little rusty.
Underthrown. I've seen a lot of underthrown balls, a lot of off inaccuracies. But as the game kept going, he got better. So,
yeah, and like I say, you just, I don't know. I thought they could have just rested him. Next week you got the Rams. Not as good defensively as Minnesota. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know, leave Jordan out of this one. Because I'm worried about, the other thing you got to be worried about is the confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, he threw 3 picks. I mean, that's not good.
But he's good at overlooking those plays.
He's got to have to be. He got no choice.
He's good at moving forward. 4 TDs overall, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he got 4 after that. But again, like when you're playing softer coverage, do you really feel good about that? I mean, again, I always go back to playing basketball, right? And when like you say, teams are up big, like they're just gonna let you. They don't want to foul you. They're just gonna let you go to the hoop. It's easy to go to the hoop then, right? It's easy to do that stuff then. So
unless you start making a comeback.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, no, I'm just saying. Like if it's over,
it's a strategy that works if it works.
Right? Because Minnesota thinking.
Because
we're up
some teams can come back. I remember watching one of those Jets games on Monday night, and they was getting blowed out, and then I went to sleep at halftime. Woke up, the Jets won. That was one of those comeback games.
Right. For Minnesota's sake, well, you can't muff the punt and give up that short field. That's what really got you in trouble right there. Like you were up big, and if you just catch the ball there, then go on a drive, take a couple minutes off the clock, whether you get 1 or 2 first downs, it's going to be whatever. But that quick turnaround and then another quick score, now your whole thing has changed.
Well, I'm gonna switch topics here to basketball.
Yeah.
Dikembe Mutombo,
Deke,
has passed from brain cancer.
Yeah, which is like.
And nobody knew that he was going through this. Well,
yeah, I mean,
in the public, or for
public,
those that, when they saw this, they was like, "When did this?"
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No question. I played the same time Deke did. I hung out with him. Talked to him. He's hilarious. He was hilarious, by the way. But he was, in the circles, I'm sure. Somebody knew, right? But because he's not out there like that. Like you don't see Deke in the newsreel, right? You don't see him on Instagram, right? You just don't see him, so you wouldn't really know. But I'm sure people in the circle knew. People in the NBA circles knew what was going on, and obviously it's his health. Private.
You played against?
Yeah, I played with him.
Did he block one of your shots? Did he?
He did not block.
That's what he was famous for.
That's what he was. I don't think he blocked any of my shots though.
Did you ever take a shot on Dikembe Mutombo?
He was in Atlanta when I was there too.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was in Atlanta for a minute. He was there, but Deke's funny. Nah, he didn't. I'm gonna dunk on you. I'm taking it to the big fella. I'm not flipping it up. I'm turning it over, Tory.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm turning it over. No, I'm dunking on people.
How was it like being around those guys? I mean, it seems like Jordan, Magic, Dikembe. Now they're the elder statesmen. Now,
Yeah, we're the old guys.
So being in that era.
It was,
to see the ending of some of these people are, the health
like
issues
say, we're
and things
all
like
getting
that.
older. That's why you got to take care of yourself. Like when you're young and athletic. I remember I was talking to somebody the other day and telling them, man, I remember when I was playing, I used to eat Fat Burger all the time. That was my post-game meal. I go to Fat Burger and get a double bacon, egg, and cheeseburger. I was just eating crazy stuff, Tory, all the time. Never really into it. Nowadays, it's different. Because you go to the training facility at these places, they got all the food prepared for you. They got chefs at all these places, so you get your meals, whatever you want. If you want to get some healthy stuff, if you're concerned about that, which I still don't think a lot of the guys are. Some guys are, not all of them, but you can get it. It's readily available. Back when I was playing, the teams weren't cooking meals for you. They weren't preparing anything for you. You're on your own as far as food goes. So there was a lot of bad dieting. Back in the day, it was up to you. But at that point, you're burning so many calories. You're young, It's going to take a while for it to catch up to you. At that point. It's going to eventually catch up to you, which it does. Like I say, now if you don't change those habits later, if you don't continue to exercise,
like Zion,
if you don't continue to exercise and work out and continue to check your diet, it will eventually catch up with you at our age. I'm 56.
No pun intended. Catch up.
Catch up, right? Hey, what's funny though? Hey, when I played in Europe once, they hated you eating ketchup.
What?
They did. They didn't they thought ketchup was bad for you.
What did they use?
Nothing. I don't know. But
ranch?
They didn't think. They did not like ketchup. Not too
what
much.
Was the condiments?
Not too much ketchup. It's not good for you.
Well,
too much sugar in it.
Look, when we come back, I want to talk about Ben Jammin. Our own Ben Jammin is on Twitter right now. They roasted him on Twitter for a question he asked Dame Dollar.
Season's coming up. Was that Media Day?
At the Media Day.
Nice.
I'm gonna have Ben Jammin come through, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What's good, y'all? This is 101.7 The Truth's Telly Hughes, and I am Milwaukee. The goal of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is to provide a platform for citizens of Milwaukee and Truth Nation to have their voices heard about concerns that have daily, direct impact. So join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
So you may have heard of Project 2025, a plan crafted by Trump and his MAGA loyalists to give Trump virtually unchecked political power and take Black America backwards. Here's how. Project 2025 strips away our voting rights protections, and it eliminates the Department of Education. It would siphon public school funding to private schools, leaving our kids behind. Planning on going to college? Good luck paying for it. Project 2025 cuts funding for federal student loans. Trump's Project 2025 would also make states monitor women's pregnancies, and it bans abortion. Project 2025 would also gut Obamacare, ripping away health care from millions. Simply put, Trump's Project 2025 would be devastating to Black America. But we can stop it by voting for Kamala Harris for president, because we are not going back.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for president.
101.7 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Tune in Friday night as the Hilltoppers look to extend their winning streak to 6 in a row as they host the Brookfield Central Lancers. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth. Marquette University High School football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Boyle Frederickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Glorilla. Hey, it's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no, and no nigga ain't got me. Let's go. I'm about to show my these love freak. How the is that your man? Huh? If he right here with me, turned up with my
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Hey, look. We got Ben Jammin in the studio. Ben Jammin going viral right now on Twitter. It's amazing. He was at Bucks Media Day.
Yeah.
And you asked Dame Dollar about Glorilla.
Yes. Tory Lowe. Yes, Tony Smith. Yes, Truth Nation and Juice Nation and all Juicy Jammers out there. I had to ask what was on everybody's mind, Tory. Had to.
They want to know.
I think they want to know. And I mean, personally, me, I wanted to know. I think that's one of the things that when it comes down to us doing this whole media thing, people want us to be vulnerable. People want us to be honest. And they want us to be true to ourselves. Right. So in doing so.
I'm sorry. Let me ask you, how did you even know about that?
The Glorilla thing?
Yeah.
I mean, that was like a whole. So being a part of the hip hop community as I am, Hollywood Hooks dropping sometime later this week. I knew all about Glorilla. So Glorilla, if you guys do not know, about a year ago, she took a picture with Damian Lillard. She took a picture with Damian Lillard. She didn't know who Damian Lillard was, but she just thought he was handsome.
She just took a picture with a random dude?
Yeah, she was like, oh my God, somebody
She
tell
knew
me
he
who
was a
this
Bucks
is.
player.
That was basically it. Like, she just knew he was a hooper. That was all. But she was like, hey, somebody tell me who he is. I want to take a shot at him. So after that, in the hip-hop community, it started that was even a viral question, like, oh, will Dame actually go and take his chance with Glorilla, especially after his most recent divorce? So people kind of wanted to know that question, if he would ever actually do it. And I never saw anyone really ask Damian Lillard that question per se. So as today is Bucks Media Day, I had a few questions for Damian Lillard. First I really asked him about his First, I ended up asking him about his album.
We got the audio here.
Yeah, and breaking down his bars. But then, let's go ahead and
get this audio up.
Yeah, let's roll the audio.
Let's hear the real thing.
There we go.
Question. Glorilla shot her shot at you a moment ago. You giving that any kind of action? It's 7 p.m. Friday.
I'm weak. That is hilarious. Nah, I ain't. I keep my personal life personal. And I let it be that. I respect her as an artist. We know each other. She's an artist. I'm an artist. But as far as anything else, it ain't nothing going on. That's what I can tell you.
I respect. My follow-up question.
95 degrees.
I ain't got no Jigga, and no Jigga ain't got me.
Hey,
is that her? She sings that?
Yeah, that's her. That's Glorilla. Turned it with my.
Well, you got a lot of people commenting on this on Twitter.
Yep.
What have they been saying? What sticks out to you the most?
Honestly,
in the reactions.
Honestly,
because I know you've been reading the comments.
I definitely read the comments, man, and it's hysterical to me. It's hysterical because ultimately,
haters.
It's a lot of haters out there. It's a lot of people who are just ignorant. Don't really know what the media game is about. Don't even know what I'm really doing when I'm asking these questions. Some people were like, that reporter needs to be fired. Some people be like, some people was like, that reporter, he got CTE.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I actually kind of took a little offense to that.
I took offense.
Yeah, man, because I got about 5 different concussions throughout my lifetime. So,
wow! It might be true then.
It might be. It might be. Might be out here like Brett Favre, right? But when I'm 60, talking about I got Parkinson's, just trying to get out of my. Never mind. I don't even want to go down that rabbit.
Yeah.
But it was just an interesting time, and I was just honored to actually be there for Bucks Media Day. It was my very first Bucks Media Day, so for me to be there for my very first time doing this, and it's actually garnered that many views, and
it's probably the most viral question of the day.
Probably so, and I hope it is.
I don't even know why it ain't that.
Well, it's Glorilla, and a lot of inquiry minds want to know.
Yeah, so and I think that's really the formula to it, right?
They just want to know what he doing.
So we're talking about two pop culture people in pop culture. We're talking about Damian Lillard. We're talking about Glorilla. Glorilla happens to be on fire right now because her hit single 7 p.m. Friday, and then also ultimately, like Tory just said, it's been a question that's been on people's minds for at least the past year.
And he answered it.
So
you got without question.
He answered. He didn't dodge it. He answered it.
And if you go and listen back to the audio when I actually asked the question, there was a bit of a space in there, and I actually filled that space with the 7 p.m. Friday.
Right, I heard that.
Yeah, and a lot of people even got on me about that. They're like, "Oh my God, reporting Bucks Media Day is dead." Like how?
Oh wow,
how is a reporter doing this at a Bucks Media Day?
You think you'll be invited back, Benji?
Oh, for sure. Again.
He will be. That ain't gonna hurt him.
Yeah, it is.
I got another question.
Go ahead, T. Smith.
Just for Tory. Speaking of that, because you said something before that kind of jogged my memory. What was your boy Jordan Love doing walking in the game with a Brett Favre jersey on?
You know what? I think he was just trying to. I think he was just trying to.
You got to be more aware than
show
that.
Support.
Yeah, he was
support.
He was trying to show homage to the four that we knew.
Right, man. Because
not what we know now.
Know,
and plus, Brett Favre got up there in front of Congress and said he had.
You would have advised. You would have advised him against that, though, right?
Of course, I would have said stay far away from it right now.
I don't know why nobody didn't advise. Like, bro, that ain't the move right now.
But I think that they're talking about the player, like more of the player.
100% there.
And a lot of people,
the public ain't going to separate that.
No, I mean, no, definitely not.
So that's what I'm saying. You can't even put yourself
Definitely
in there.
not.
You're the new guy. Everybody loves you right now.
You need a clean slate.
You definitely don't want to like.
At least not right now.
That look crazy. Yeah, it's right.
This ain't the moment for
this.
that.
Ain't the moment. Like right. So it was crazy to see him walk in with the Favre jersey. I was like, what is he
I wonder
thinking?
was that planned out by his team? I mean, that could have been planned out.
There's no way they were
I mean,
that.
it could have been. Who knows? Brett Favre might still.
What's the upside to that?
Well,
What's any upside to that?
Brett Favre might still have some strings and pulls and ties with the Packers.
Everybody's
he still needs some.
You know, he just didn't think of that. You know, somebody.
He didn't think
his
about
team.
That's what happened.
You know, his team put that together.
I think it slipped by somebody.
Right.
I think it slipped by somebody.
To me,
or he did it and nobody else knew he was going to do it.
That's intentional. That's what I think. I think
it was very intentional. Yeah.
Right.
You know, especially with all the smoke.
If it's intentional, it's a bad move by him.
Especially with all the smoke surrounding Brett Favre right now.
That's very true.
Bad move by him, though.
See, that's what happens when black people try to appease the white master. That's what happens.
Hey.
Oh, boy.
Well, you know, what do you think your counterparts think about your question?
I think they think that it's amazing.
Okay. Hey. Well, you know, I appreciate you for coming in, T. Smith, for the Pop Culture Report, and being Jammin coming in. If you want to see the interview, it's definitely on Twitter right now.
It's on Twitter, hopefully on ESPN later.
Right. So thank you, being Jammin, for stopping back through.
Thank you for allowing me to be your producer first, Tory.
Hey, powerful.
Yes,
I see.
Yes.
Hollywood Hooks.
Hollywood Hooks. This is strapping sometime this week. I'll let Truth Nation.
I can't wait till the album to drop. You might have to come in for Hometown Tuesday special edition.
Hey, you know, it is what it is, Tory. We're going to get there one way or another. I know that much.
All right. When we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Ben Jammin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jammin' with Juice each and every day on 101.7 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
New manager.
We're going to band together and we'll have these guys ready to compete.
New team.
Gone! Churiard grand slam!
Same old crew.
Swing and a miss! He struck him out!
It's playoff baseball season.
Willie to left and deep. Way back. Warning track at the wall. Leaping gone.
The hunt for Brew October on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth is sponsored by Delta Dental.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I push through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never let them have too much screen time. And never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed. Never, ever become a minivan mom. And you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling, boss, work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. Joining me in the studio, the Queen.
Yeah.
The advocate, the author, Elizabeth Brown, in studio.
Hey.
Hey, look,
it's
got
Monday.
The Brewers mascots running wild.
Yes, hey, look here. They up in here wide open, and I had to slide on them because, you know, I love the mascots.
We got the Brewers COO, Marty Wronski, in the interview today.
I heard that. I was outside. I was too busy outside taking pictures with, you know, the mascots.
And then I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be powerful. I mean, the playoffs is about to start. And we tapped in for it.
We all the way tapped.
We got flags. They got the
flags.
frequency flags outside.
We got
the
towels. We got the viewfinder. Dude, when I seen the viewfinder, I was like, that's so dope. Like, that took me back, you know what I'm saying, when I was a little girl and I had to, you know, body slam my sister for the little viewfinder. You know?
I didn't
Shout
look
out to my
at
sister.
the pictures in the viewfinder yet.
Hey, I did.
What was in there?
The pictures of the players and they 3D, you know, Brewers things. I said that would be so dope if you like take your family pictures and
put it in the viewfinder.
Yes, make the little cars to slide. Man, that is so dope. Like, that took me back. It was nostalgic.
Now look, we also got flooding going on in Tennessee, North Carolina. A lot of people are losing their lives right now due to heavy flooding from the hurricane.
Sending prayers.
Prayers up to everybody who have been injured or harmed or lost their life during a lot of this flooding that's going on due to the hurricane. We got an update for everybody. If y'all got loved ones down in North Carolina, down in Tennessee, and other parts that are affected by flooding, if y'all watching 101.7 The Truth as we broadcast live on YouTube, we got video. Let's listen.
To the latest in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. This morning in the Southeast, millions of Americans are still without power after the storm blew through the region.
Sadly, the storm is being blamed for at least 116 deaths across half a dozen states. That number is expected to rise. Nicole Valdez has more.
Historic flooding from Helene submerged parts of western North Carolina underwater over the weekend.
There was a whole house right there.
This Marshall, North Carolina woman says she fled after the waters reached waist deep.
I was grabbing stuff. I have my 3 dogs in the car, and my car was like almost underwater.
The state's governor says rescue efforts are ongoing and that food, water, and supplies are being airlifted to those stuck in the hardest hit areas.
Oh, God.
This video shows the moment a bridge in Tennessee collapsed into rushing floodwaters.
She was ready to sink.
On Tybee Island in Georgia, this man, who goes by Huck Finn, and his dog, Creedy, are hoping high tide carries them back out to sea after strong winds from Helene stranded their boat on the side of the highway.
I thought we were supposed to going to die, so I had to cut anchor and it brought us here.
This morning in South Carolina, dozens are dead after Hurricane Helene pummeled the state. One couple dead after a tree fell on their car.
My cat is alive. My neighbors are alive. We are helping each other.
Massive recovery efforts are also underway in Florida.
We want to be helpful to get this debris.
While touring the devastation, the state's governor warned his state is not out of the woods just yet, with 2 more months left until hurricane season ends. Nicole Valdez, CBS News, South Carolina.
Hey,
President Joe Biden has
I'll tell
declared
you
a
right
state
now,
of
there's a lot
emergency
of people
for the
online trying to find out is their loved ones down south okay.
Correct.
You know, it's a lot of people. We got a lot of people connected to those people down there.
Facts. And they were saying, like, you know, the roads, some people they haven't even got to yet. So they really don't know the complete devastation or how many people hurt. Like, the numbers is going up. So.
Right. So that's just a terrible thing. A lot of people losing everything they got right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's be mindful of what's going on down
this
south.
Is probably worse than Katrina. Well, you know, they putting it in the same space.
Category.
Yeah.
That, you know, that's why we got to stay prayerful and mindful of those that are suffering around us. Once again, prayers goes out to everybody affected negatively from the hurricane.
Yes.
And to those who live here and got family members down there, wondering, are they okay? Mm-hmm. You know, we're going to keep everybody in prayer. This is why I wondered, you know, when it comes to losing everything like that, you know, what type of insurance, you know, that you got to have.
And that's going to be another issue.
Right.
Because, you know, they already talking about, like, you know, again, this is where the people come in, and shout out to all the people that were helping other people, you know, amongst the devastation. Like, because again, that's what really counts, is that energy that we put out there for each other, because they're going to have to lean on each other right now.
You know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, and you don't know how much you need people until something bad happens. And I always tell people, let's get ahead of the curve. Let's always be a resource for each other.
Correct.
You know, so when the bad times come, we're more fortified as a people.
Yeah.
And, you know, when we deal with these tragic incidents in our neighborhoods, in our communities, and we always tell families, you know, take this energy and continue to try to advocate for others and those that probably in the same position, because it's better to be about that action than to be reactionary.
Correct. And fear-mongering.
Well, look, we got to head over to New York, Truth Nation. I want to head over to New York right quick. The New York City Mayor Eric Adams responds to calls for his resignation. As y'all know, he was indicted recently by the feds.
Right.
People in his crew, they raided his homes of his cabinet. But now it seems like he's turning to the church, to the people in the church
that's the script.
You know, it seemed like this is the script now.
Script.
To go to the church people and plead your case amongst the saints. I mean, this is what they doing. We got some audio of this. If y'all watching as we broadcast live on 101.7 The Truth on YouTube, we got some news about how Eric Adams is fighting back. After the indictment, he heads straight to the church.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Torres.
And I'm Tanya Rivero. From the defense table to a church pew. A day after Mayor Adams pleaded not guilty to federal corruption charges, he spent the majority of his day around religious leaders and congregations.
This morning, the mayor spoke at the Greater Allen AME Cathedral of New York in Queens, where he celebrated a new reverend there. And then late tonight, he was at a gospel concert at the Lehman Center for the Performing Arts in the Bronx. Mayor Adams seemingly leaning on his faith as he toes a line no other New York City mayor has before: criminal charges. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Janice Yu.
I do a lot of praying, and I'm looking forward when I leave here to go on and continue to do what I do, moving our city forward.
A day after pleading not guilty to federal bribery charges, Mayor Eric Adams spent a portion of his Saturday in church.
May God continue to bless you.
Speaking at the Greater Allen AME Cathedral Church of New York as it celebrated the installation of a new reverend.
A new marquee player has now taken the court of our spiritual journey.
Adams is now the first mayor in New York City history to be indicted while in office, accused of taking more than $100,000 in flights and hotel stays from people tied to Turkey and receiving illegal campaign contributions. Parishioners at Greater Allen AME say, however, they support the mayor despite the accusations.
I wish him very well. I hope he stays in office.
And I hope more people will believe that he's innocent first before let him be proven guilty.
Also on Friday, federal investigators met one of Adams' top advisors, Ingrid Lewis Martin, as she got off a plane, seizing her phone and searching her home. Adams continues to ignore growing calls for his resignation and says his day-to-day will not change. Public advocate Jumaane Williams, who is next in line of succession, said Saturday that is not realistic.
What I'm hoping is that he can show how, even through things changing, there's a real plan to provide stability, to make sure that you can continue the job, and really importantly, make sure that you can try to restore trust.
He has not called on the mayor to resign. Janice Yu, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now, when people get in trouble, they run to the church, you know. And I remember back in the day where it was something that happened within the family. And one of the women in our family was laying low from her husband. And, you know, she ended up coming to grandma's house, you know. And so it was cool for like a month or so.
Right.
But then all of a sudden this man was starting to knock on the door. And, you know, a man I had never seen before started knocking on the door. So I looked through the window, saw this man outside, and he was asking for my auntie, you know. And I was like, Grandma, it's a dude out there, you know, at the door asking for my, and come to find out it was the dude she was running from. Now, I don't know how he got the address to where she had to give it to him. She had to give it to him because nobody knew where she was, right? So she had to be talking to him, and all of a sudden, he pulled up with the Bible. He pulled up in the suit. Yeah, come on now. And so
I changed.
Look, let me tell you something. He came in. I remember this like it was yesterday because I remember my grandma's reaction because she didn't believe it.
Right.
And so, and she had 3 of my cousins with her. You know, so I was having fun, you know, with my cousins. And then all of a sudden, this man showed up who was their daddy.
Right.
And so, make a long story short, he had said he had went to church.
And he was going to change his life.
With the Bible, he had changed his life. He was preaching the word. He was throwing out some scriptures. And then all of a sudden, he got her. She ended up leaving. Yeah,
because he going to change.
And he still dogged her out in the long run, right? So
that part.
I got a question.
I just want to know how much that church, how much he tithed at that church that he spoke at.
I mean, I got a question for Truth Nation. You know, is church going to the church enough to
persuade you?
Yeah, to give somebody the
benefit of the doubt.
To heal their image.
Yeah.
You know, is the church is strong enough now to heal your image? Because
we need that action.
This is what we used to do when we was coming up. People would, they needed a way to show that they really changed. So if they was a drug dealer,
your actions.
or if they was, out here pimping, or if they was out here hustling, they would run to the church and fall out.
Right.
And cry and stuff and give their life to the Lord. And then everybody would look past the harm that they had brought. They had looked past the harm they had brought and said that they was born again.
They can change. I mean, again, for me, change is proven action.
But what I'm saying is, this used to be a staple in our.
It is. I'm
all right, so
you,
check this out. Let's say you did something nasty out here. And then you needed something to show
like you'd have been purified.
Yeah, like something to rinse
get changed,
the sin, right?
Yeah,
and it usually was the church.
That it cleanse you.
You would go to
it's
church.
A new day, though.
You would go get dipped in the pool.
Right.
And then you do the spirit fingers.
Yeah.
And now you had something to measure the change.
The people saying that you're going to change it, but then it'd be a plethora of victims.
Well, I'm talking about right now, Truth Nation. Is the church, do the church got that power to
cleanse,
to change the idea
of how people look at you.
How people look at you now. I mean, this is what I'm asking because I've seen it when I was coming up.
Oh yeah.
But from then to now, I don't think it has the same sting. As it used to.
No.
But I want to know: have you ever went to the church and rinsed your sins out and came back out a new creature? I mean, back in the day, it happened many times.
It did.
But I think now it's just a script.
It is.
But somebody probably out there then did it. Somebody, hey, look, if y'all had to go to the church to try to recycle, yourself, rejuvenate,
to be born again,
to turn from your ways,
turn
I
from your
want to
wicked
know
ways.
Is that what's going on? Does the church still have the power to cleanse you if you breaking the law? If you out here doing things that you ain't supposed to do? 833-212-1017. Have you failed for somebody that said that they went to the church
and I'm changed,
and turned themselves around? Then when you took them back, they ended up, turning on you still. I don't know. Because this is what they tend to do right now.
It is.
It's run to the church. Even the politicians.
Facts.
Even these corrupt politicians. They run to the church. Everybody running to the
celebrities.
church. Puff Daddy ran to T.D. Jakes.
Yep, now he on the list.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Hey,
I ain't trying to pass no judgment on the airways today. I just need y'all testimonies today. I'm just trying to get a testimony because this seems like the thing to do if something happens.
Yeah.
Run to the church. And the church people going to take
Get
you
the
in.
mercy. Yeah.
Is it enough? 833-212-1017. I want to know, Truth Nation. Is the church powerful enough to cleanse you from breaking the law or getting in trouble or turning it around from a negative idea to a positive idea?
Yeah.
I know people walking around with the with the collar, with the white collar.
Oh yeah,
and they crooked as all get out.
Crooked.
And let me tell you something. I see it all now. I'm watching it, and it ain't looking right.
Hey, beware.
It ain't looking like they really did the spirit fingers, like they connected with the
beware.
spirit.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Church turned into a hustle. The faith, when Bush did the faith-based initiative, it turned into a hustle.
Hey.
You dig what I'm saying? So, I mean.
Well, I don't like it when they let the politicians come in and walk where people be praying on the altar.
Sword, come on, man.
I don't like that. I never like that.
I promise
Why
you, I said the same thing, and you know they lying.
Matter of fact, they giving them first priority as soon as they come in the church.
This supposed to be sacred ground,
hey,
and you allowing these liars to come up in here and mislead your flock.
Singing Amazing Grace.
Come on, man.
Well, look, I just want to know. Everybody got their opinion on this. I need Truth Nation to weigh in. Is the church got enough to turn it around? 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. When we come back, we got some smoke on the lines, Truth Nation. We're going to try to get to the lines. We're going to get to the talk to text. We're going to get to the chat. When we get back, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, it's time to tap in. Them lines got that smoke. Call now at 833-212-1017 so we can put you in rotation. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, the election is less than a month away, and we are excited about another episode of The Truth on Politics on Tuesday, October 15th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. This show engages in a thoughtful debate on the local and national elections and the policies which impact our black communities the most. Do not miss The Truth on Politics on Tuesday, October 15th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. with Dr. Ken Harris, Tory Lowe, Ben Jammin, Damian Elzie, and Kyle Wallace on the award-winning 1017 The Truth and streaming live on YouTube.
What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have 2 really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Tune in Friday night as the Hilltoppers look to extend their winning streak to 6 in a row as they host the Brookfield Central Lancers. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on 1017 The Truth. Marquette University High School football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Boyle Frederickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Ever since I was a chick, and why was this?
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos, Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Question of the day.
Yeah.
Is the church the place to go when you got to turn a wrong into a right? Especially if the feds on you. I mean, I'm just interested. I'm interested because, this seems like...
Hey, it ain't... Hey, Rico ain't never stopped from coming whether he was in the church or not in our community.
When Fonnie Willis, when she got in trouble, she went to the church.
Hey, again, that's the script.
The politicians run to the churches.
Hey, it's a new day.
And then the church people gather around them and all that. I mean, is it working?
Hey.
833-212-1017. Talk to text. 833-212-1017. Brian, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, how y'all doing? Love your show.
Blessings, Brother Brian.
I would say that church thing, that don't work for black folks at all. I've never seen it actually work long term. Short term, maybe so, buy some time, but I've never seen it work full time or for long term for any benefit to anybody, especially a politician. But I wanted to say something about that witch hunt they're going after Eric Adams for.
Right.
They only doing this because he said something about the immigrants.
Right.
He said it's too much. He said they can't do it. They're only going after him because he broke the party line, the Democrat party line. That is the only reason they going after him.
Well, he spoke out with the concerns of his constituents.
Correct.
And he actually said it out loud.
He went against.
And then that's when everything turned around.
Yeah. You don't play.
Yeah, I don't. And if you think about it, every politician that goes overseas or does anything overseas gets comped. They get comped. They get perks. All of them get niceties. They're trying to lower the boom on him because he's black and he said something about the immigration policy that's going on with the Democrats. That's the problem. That's the problem, and he should have known better than going against the Democratic grain on that one, especially when it came to dealing with them immigrants getting all that money.
Come on.
Yeah, because a lot of people forget that he did speak out.
He did speak out.
But he got back under control, too.
He did get back under control.
Somebody must have brought him something and told him, hey, we know this about you.
You can't buck the system.
No, you can't. But what I'm saying is somebody had to put him, because he got back, after he did that, he got back in order a little bit.
Yeah, but it was too late.
It was too late.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Jr., you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Salute.
How's it going there, Brother Tory?
How's it going,
Liz?
Salute, King.
What's going on?
Hey,
blessings, brother.
Yeah. I don't think the church is anything these days. It's almost just like a gangster. A bunch of gangsters. And I say that because there's no foundation. There's nothing that you can do. Just like in the church, they make their own rules. They don't go by the rules. The Bible is about do's and don'ts. You do this, you don't do this. You're all right. But they make up their own rules. Like Christians like to say, "Oh, it's a sin to curse." Show me a scripture that says it's a sin to curse.
Well, didn't Peter curse after they asked him about was he with Jesus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cursed what 3 times?
Mm-hmm.
Denying Jesus.
Right.
And he was a soldier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey.
So there's no foundation in the church. There's no rules to govern us by or nothing. It just governs the one that goes into the church.
All right. Hey.
But once they outside the church, they're the most wicked.
Hey. All right.
Salute, kid.
Like I said, this 2024, we got to have these conversations.
We got to have them.
Because this is what they doing now. Soon as something happens, they run to the church. And I guess the church is the one that's supposed to be on their side.
Hey, it's a new day.
And I see this happen, the same script happening over and over again. That's why I'm asking this question.
Hey.
Is the church enough to redeem, to get you in the right space, especially when the feds come knocking?
Hey, you better look up the faith-based initiative that Bush passed in 2001. That is the feds.
Like I said, it's a lot going on, and we asking questions.
Yeah.
Asking all them questions.
It turned into a hustle.
Booyah. Booyah. You're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
What up, Boya, not Booyah, bro.
Oh, Boya.
Salute.
Yeah.
They was trying to do the hyphen in between this, so it could give me the pronunciation. But Boya, how you doing?
Yeah, Boya.
Boy, oh boy.
I hate to reference religion when they get in trouble, bro. And I don't support the church because I done seen preachers do some shiesty things, so I don't go to church.
Right. But when people go to the church when they get in trouble, is that enough to shape their image?
Nuh-uh. Like I said, I don't think people should do that. That's like, you playing with the Lord, bro.
Hey.
I agree.
Hey, don't do it. Don't play with it.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you this. I've seen it happen so many times that I'm numb to it because I already know this is just a temporary image fix. Yeah. But you got the pastor in on it. The pastor letting it happen.
Come on.
The supposed to be the shepherd.
They working.
All business.
All business. Hey, come on. And that's what it is. Straight business.
Well, I appreciate you, Booyah, for tapping in. Hey,
Salute.
The question of the day, is it enough to go to church, to run to God under the covering of God just because they on your trail?
Hey, you better ask
They
somebody.
on your trail.
Hey,
they done took all the computers from all your buddies, and they done indicted you. Hey, I'm about to go to church. And then they let them walk right on the pulpit in front of everybody.
They paid for it, though.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
Hey.
Mr. Moore, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Salute.
What up, King? What up, Queen?
Hey,
Salute,
how
King.
you doing, Mr. Moore?
All right, Tory, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let the redeemed of the Lord say so, say so, say so. You know how I go. Hey, you remember that pastor used to say, I was a pimp, player,
come on,
gangster, hustler. Who I be? The preacher in the church, huh? The number one. Hey, that's how I go down. Listen, hey, they messed the whole thing up. When they mixed that church and state,
They sure did mix it. It wasn't
cleaned it all up.
Come on.
No.
They the ones that be pushing the registration for the polls, going to the polls.
Exactly. They don't supposed to be doing none of that. Hey. None of that. And all these people not on some radio talking about, yeah, you can preach and tell your flock to go vote for who they want to.
Hey, times to change.
Hey, Bush changed the game.
It's like this.
Times to change.
Change the whole game.
Hey, Bush changed the game when he started paying the church. That's paid opposition.
If you want a blessing, you gotta give.
Hey,
that money dollar.
Okay.
Hey, you got the. Hey, hold on, wait a minute. I remember.
Deep in your pocket.
I remember when they had the $1,000 prayer line, the $50 prayer line.
Not only that,
the $100 prayer line.
Modern day, if you go to some of these big churches sections, it's because of where the closer you are to the pool pit is more money that you pay. So it's real life.
Hey,
it's happening.
This is what I didn't like. We got Marvin. Marvin got a dipping leg. I want Marvin and his family to come up to the pool pin.
Hey.
And I'm a straighten out that dipping leg. Now, Lord,
the
Marvin been doing good.
I remember seeing that. Yeah, my grandmama used to send them money.
Well, my grandma used to send Jimmy Swagger the money.
I think that's who my grandmama used to send it to.
Yeah, because Jimmy Swagger, he
be touching people on there.
No, that's Benny Hinn.
Okay.
You know, Jimmy Swagger he had a lot of swag. But, like I said, is the church strong enough right now? That's all I want to know. Hey, look, when we come back, we got Michael on the lines, we got James on the lines, we got some talk to text, we got some chat. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
So you may have heard of Project 2025, a plan crafted by Trump and his MAGA loyalists to give Trump virtually unchecked political power and take Black America backwards. Here's how. Project 2025 strips away our voting rights protections, and it eliminates the Department of Education. It would siphon public school funding to private schools, leaving our kids behind. Planning on going to college? Good luck paying for it. Project 2025 cuts funding for federal student loans. Trump's Project 2025 would also make states monitor women's pregnancies, and it bans abortion. Project 2025 would also gut Obamacare, ripping away health care from millions. Simply put, Trump's Project 2025 would be devastating to Black America. But we can stop it by voting for Kamala Harris for president, because we are not going back.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for president.
Sometimes it takes a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And at Vin Baker Recovery, they understand the power of having real support while you're on that journey to recovery. This is why at Vin Baker Recovery, they customize treatment plans specific for your needs. Vin Baker Recovery provides our community and anyone looking for help with access to mental health care and recovery support, helping you treat addiction. So whether opioid abuse, alcohol, or other controlled substances, Vin Baker Recovery helps you get back to the lifestyle that you know will be the best option for your future. Vin Baker Recovery offers licensed counseling and therapy services to curb the mental health problems that have been impacting our communities for far too long. They provide services like medication-assisted treatment, outpatient care, and hub and spoke services with peer support. So what are you waiting for? Vin Baker Recovery accepts walk-ins and appointments. It's just that easy. Just visit VinBakerRecovery.com. That's VinBakerRecovery.com. They're here to help you win the day.
Everywhere in America, families are struggling with an all too common problem.
She missed school again.
Again?
Something is going on. She's secretive.
Should we check her backpack?
When you suspect a family member has a substance use disorder, it's hard to know what to do next.
We need to talk to her.
Starting the conversation is the first step to getting help. Visit SAMHSA at samhsa.gov/families for tips, or for treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Attention families, Milwaukee Public Museum wants to remind you that Kohl's Thank You Thursdays are in full swing. Receive free access to MPM's permanent exhibits on the first Thursday of every month. Milwaukee Public Museum would like to thank Kohl's for their support and making this program possible. Visit MPM's website today for more information and to book your reservations. mpm.edu/KTYT. That's mpm.edu/KTYT.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Stein. After missing the last 2 weeks, quarterback Jordan Lowe returned to action on Sunday, but it would not be enough as the Packers fall to the Vikings by a final score of 31-29. Love in his return threw for 389 yards, 4 touchdowns, but had 3 interceptions on the day.
I think it comes down to just we did not make enough plays. Had a turnover early, and we just didn't make plays. I think did not play well enough personally, me, and accuracy was a little bit off. a little bit shaky.
With the loss, the Pack falling to 2-2 on their season, they'll travel out to L.A. next week to take on the Rams. Over to baseball, where the Milwaukee Brewers fell to the Mets in the regular season finale. This one by a final score of 5-0. The Crew will await the winner of tonight's doubleheader between the Mets and the Braves to determine their wild card round opponent. It will either be the Mets or the Diamondbacks. Game 1 of the wild card series for the Brewers is set for 4:30 on Tuesday afternoon. The sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's been so long since I thought about you. I swear, okay, baby, I'm back. You can go and get used to my voice, cause baby, I'm back. Y'all go one of the people's churches to set the fact. We bump and grind, cause shorty mine and she feel attached. I like it, I hope we don't have a fatal attraction. Keep the camera holding still.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio. Hey, look, question of the day. Is the church strong enough for redemption right now when people get in trouble? When people, looking to turn the corner on the bad ideas about them, they run to the church. Yeah. And the church always accepting,
Of course.
Hey, with a small fee. You know what I'm saying? Did you pay your tithes? Did you pay your offering? You know what I mean?
Hey.
What line was you in? Was you in the $1,000 line? Was you in the $500 line?
Matter of fact, and if you ain't got no cash, ATM right outside. Right. Walk outside, go to the left.
I'm just saying. That's why I'm opening up the lines, because I'm starting to see a pattern. Even I've been seeing this pattern my whole life. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Where people... sometimes they do certain things, even with women, especially in relationship.
Come on.
If you say you a man of God, that y'all women, y'all know y'all want that man of God. Y'all know y'all want that strong principle.
Take it easy.
I'm just saying, he would have gave himself to the Lord. I'm just saying. Y'all like that. Y'all like the spiritually strong.
Y'all want to act, look here. Stop.
I'm just saying. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. I'm finna head into the chat. Travis the Matrix says the church in this day and age is a hustle job now. Oh, wow. Not really. A city girl goes on to say, not necessarily the church, but yes, the living word can turn a habitual sinner around if you really understand what God is and understand that he is nothing to toy around with. See, some people, they coming in playing,
Mm-hmm.
But you got to be sincere for it to take effect.
You have to be sincere, and you don't have to go to the church to do that.
Right.
The bottom line is when a person ready to change and they really want to change, and then they start understanding the power that they have to change. Like when they turn the devil into a character, a cartoon or something, and then they had God as a white man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
good versus evil.
Again, when a person want to change, they definitely can. That's your higher self or your lower self. You choose. It's your choice.
Kevin, Minister Kevin says Colossians 3:8 and Ephesians 4:27 both say not to use vulgar language, but I'm sure there are none churchgoers
know the Bible better.
Okay, I guess vulgar language. Don't use the vulgar language.
Who told you it was vulgar?
I mean, well, I guess when we hear, you can feel it in your spirit.
I can't.
When people stick their middle finger up, you can feel it in your spirit.
Again,
and so a lot of people react. I'm just saying. I don't know.
And I think we were programmed to react to certain things. So
we gonna head to the lines. Michael, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Salute.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Basically, the word church has lost its meaning for the most part because it became an institution instead of an organism. See, the church originally it meant gathering, community, and it was based on the foundation of the Messiah, Jesus the Christ. And the whole thing was that when you were a disciple of Jesus, you imitate your master. You didn't learn from your master. It wasn't head knowledge. When the Bible says, believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, in an Afro-Asiatic, it was understood that you lived it out. Just like you probably heard people quote the scripture, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord that God, the Lord is one. When they say here in the Afro-Asiatic community, it wasn't that you had an acknowledgement. It wasn't an intellectual head knowledge. It was a lifestyle. And that organ and the church in the beginning, particularly in the first century, and maybe I'm sure there's a few churches now that are trying to live up to it. It was a community. It was to help each other, love each other, and it was basic to worship God. But part of that worship was, in this case, was to praise God, of course, but it was to live it out, love one another, not ripping people off. Like, you remember your neighborhoods where there's what is it you said? It takes a village to raise a child?
Yes.
That was the saying.
It was like that. It was like that in your church when it was a community. Back in the old days when the church was a community, kids learned how to read. There was a time where you weren't allowed to learn how to read or they didn't have schools. The churches helped with that. But they were following the teachings of Christ, of Jesus the Messiah, to do all of that. It wasn't just knowing, believing he rose from the dead, which, yeah, I have no problems with the fact that he rose from the dead. But it was more than that. It was after you got that, after you received him, you lived it out. It wasn't. Well,
it was actual lifestyle.
Yeah, it was action.
Exactly. It wasn't. Thank you. It was action. It's not, I believe. And that's it.
Oh, wow.
You know, that's it.
And then just go home.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey, salute.
Hey,
King.
all right, Michael. Hey, look, let me tell you something. It took the church for me. You know, I came through the church as a young deacon, so it turned my life around, you know, because I was sincere. I was young. You know, I was, you know, confused before I got into the church and
gave you structure.
Gave me, you know, all of the things that I needed to be what I am today. But, you know, during that time, though, even then, I seen people use the church, misuse the energy.
You're going to always have those people.
Over my lifetime, I seen people come in and put their ideas on God that they wanted, but they used God to say it was God, but it was really them.
Correct.
And so I've seen all of these different types of behaviors.
But they'll flip a scripture to benefit self.
So the power is real.
Oh, yeah.
But the person that's faking it, you know, they may not be, and you don't. And I was told that you don't play with none of that.
Facts.
You ain't supposed to be playing with none of that. Yeah,
it ain't to be played with.
Hey, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. James, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Good afternoon, King and Queen.
Blessings, Brother James.
As far as the church goes, Tory, I don't think it's enough. And the reason why I don't think it's enough is because the power that used to be in the church is not there. For this reason, is what I'm seeing is the Bible speaks of conforming the world to the church. But it seems like nowadays the church is conforming to the world.
Yes,
you get more members in the church and things of that nature, you know. And the church is supposed to be a body of baptized on one accord. And the definition of prayer is a sincere desire from the heart. So, Tory, if I want to be genuine about whatever my situation is, I'm going to say man to man, genuine about my situation, then if you're going to be your brother's keeper, which should be me, the only way you can keep me, Tory, is that I truly want to be kept.
Right.
Come on.
Now, you can only keep me only if I'm sincere in what I'm telling you. If I say, Tory, I'm going to use a hypothetical. Tory, I got a problem at looking at little girls. Okay, now we can get together sincerely, and we can pray sincerely, you understand, about my situation.
For the real problem.
But again, you can only keep me. Yes, because an alcoholic recover only starts the moment they admit that they're an alcoholic.
Talk about it. Real talk.
And the change in my life, whatever my situation is, like, you know, Tory, I've been ordained since 2000, long story short. So I've been doing this for a little while, but one thing I don't do is I don't let people put me on a pedestal. I'm still a man of God. And let me tell you something about Minister Davis. That's different. I ain't going to never, ever tell you, Tory, you'll never hear me cuss. But you'll never know me as a man that cusses.
Well, people don't think I swear.
Right.
I swear all the time. But at the end of the day, it's a proper time to know when.
No, I do.
You know, but it's a proper time to know when and what to do. It's always a time and space for everything. So you got to make sure that you're in the time and space,
utilizing it
and representing yourself correctly.
Correct.
And in the times, in the spaces that need to be represented well. And so, like I said, but a lot of people don't know I curse because I represent myself well when it comes to dealing with the community. You know what I mean? Because my grandma swore. You know what I mean? But it was it's very few in between.
People that know me know.
You know, when she was upset and she said them words, boy, that's when you know. Because my grandma had a lot of patience. Now she was a patient woman, but if they get to the point where they get to got to go there, hey, all playing is out the window. That's kind of like me, you know what I mean? If I ain't gonna say nothing to you, but when I do, but if I had to, it's gonna come out.
Yeah,
it's gonna swirl like Peter when they confronted him about Jesus. Bruh. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we got some talk to text, we got some people on the lines, we got some chat. We're gonna try to get to it all when we get back. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call, That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call, That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know Denise out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here and will continue to be here for as long as you need us. Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all.
Milwaukee Health Services Incorporated is celebrating 35 years of serving all income and medically underserved populations of Milwaukee's metropolitan area. MHSI is a one-stop shop that provides medical, radiology, dental, pediatric, behavioral health, pharmacies with affordable medications, and more. Also, MHSI's new family medicine residency program, located at the Isaac Cobbs Heritage Health Center, has brought 28 family doctors to our area, which is significantly impacted by healthcare workforce shortages. Become a new patient today. To schedule an appointment, call 414-372-8080. Your health is their business.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
South Memphis, ballin', I get every penny. 20 pointers in my mouth, they shout out to my dentist. I just did a meet and greet and signed a couple. If a play with key, yeah, it's gonna be a killing. Hit that little from the back, yeah, I drilled it. I just bought a plain watch, but it cost a Bentley. I'm just getting money, tell them get up out they feel it. Just turn the deal down, what the is 10 million?
Truth Nation, the 2024 presidential election is less than 2 months away, and to help you make an informed decision on our country's next leader, we will be broadcasting the U.S. vice presidential debate live tomorrow night starting at 8 p.m. Again, that's the U.S. vice presidential debate between VP candidates Tim Walz and J.D. Vance tomorrow night at 8 p.m. right here on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk. Hey, look, we got the question of the day.
Yeah.
People run into the church when they get bad. When they run in to cleanse their image, their public image, this is what I'm seeing. You know, the celebrities, you know, the politicians,
All
you know,
facts.
they got to, since they ain't known in the streets no kind of way, they got to run
Facts.
to the church and try to get to the community
Paid
that way.
opposition.
And then they got the cameras there, the press conference going, and then the headlines. They went to church and they get the microphone and make a speech. You know,
All facts.
you know, innocent.
Hey, they paid that 10% tithe.
I'm just saying.
Hey.
833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. It's the church, strong enough to change your public image. Key.
Salute.
Hello.
You're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, I literally am just so happy that I'm able to speak on here and really to answer the question. That is a really good question. Can the church change someone's image?
Right.
That's the correct. Okay, so I personally feel like it's not really about the image.
Right.
It's about the heart. You're not supposed to be going to church to change your image to look better because you want to do better. That's okay. The purpose of you going to church is for you to actually have a change of heart. It's to renew your heart and your mind and your spirit.
Turn from the way.
It's not so you can look good to the world.
Yeah,
I agree. If you go into church for the if you go to the church for the sole purpose to look good because you've been down and out, then your heart is way off from what Christ actually has planned for his body and his people.
Come on.
Hey, look, can't say it no better.
Hey.
Key.
Wrapped it up with a little bow. That's real talk.
Hey, look, that's true because you can't go to God to prepare your image.
Come on.
You know what I mean? That's not what it's for.
But that in itself is, the manipulation, that the world, like the caller earlier on, he stated, he was like, the way we represent what it looks like is to mislead you to believe that this person has cleansed themselves and in their heart, there's no intent to change. They just want to look like they changed.
Well, Dante, you're on the news. 101.7 The Truth. How you doing, Dante?
Salute.
Hey, listen. I have to be honest. Elizabeth Brown. I need your contact.
Bruh. You say you need my contact.
What do you mean by that? Because she the truth.
Salute, King.
If I had her, how can I lose?
Hey, say that. That's real talk.
Keep you in line,
Hey, that's real talk.
I'm gonna try to tell you, she brought me some cantaloupe water up in here. Hey, got my spirits
I'm
up.
just saying though, Elizabeth Brown, I be missing you on the weekends, and I be looking forward to hear your voice.
Hey, salute,
but
King.
I'm an absolute fan, and if I could bring you lunch or anything that you need, I need to talk to you.
Hey,
but anyway, what I called for, is it wasn't the church.
He said, "Can I call you
He
Rose?"
said what? He said what?
That you singing. Can I call you Rose?
No, I just said, can I call you Rose? What's wrong with that?
Bruh.
I'm trying to help you out.
Hey. Right.
I'm a hater.
Look.
You didn't even know what I was saying. I was trying to throw you a line.
Right. I'm trying to reach her. But anyway, what I'm calling about is the younger generation, our older generation were church heavy, but we were because I'm 51 now, we were like, no, this ain't where it's happening at. Church started at home.
Right.
Everybody was at home.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went to somewhere else and you called that church. But no, church was at the crib.
Right.
You learned your morals. You learned your rights. You learned how to move. You learned how to be quiet. You learned how to be in your place.
Discipline.
At home. So when we went to church, we already knew how to act.
Real talk.
It was just a place. It was just a place to go. But then
to worship.
To
fellowship,
right,
pretty much.
No, but church is one person.
Amen to that. I believe that. For real.
And you know, when I was young, when I was coming up through the church, we had the brotherhood, we had the sisterhood.
Come on.
We had the choir, we had everybody working together to make a village.
Right.
It was a place, if you didn't have family, you can come and get with your spiritual family.
Mm-hmm.
And it brought me through, my younger years, And a lot of people say, well, Tory, why you don't go to church now? Because the church is in me. And
Facts.
it's in the streets.
That part.
It's
We
outside. And that's why I say when people call or ask for help or things need to be done.
That's the church.
That's the church. That's the people that needs
with us every time.
The church is supposed to be a place where you fellowship and get energy and
Facts.
Things like that.
And
then get back out into the
Come
street.
on.
But a lot of people don't see that right now from the church. So
no.
But when politicians or entertainers or image people who are concerned with image took over, now it's not about changing the lifestyle, it's about upholding an image.
Not only is it about upholding that image, when you think about how, black folks was misled when it came biblically, they used the preacher to do that. So again, I stand 10 toes down on the faith-based initiative that George Bush brought into play, because again, it also made that saying that church and state was separate, but that brought it together. You understand what I'm saying? When they went to paying the churches,
and I'm gonna
it
tell
was
you
no
right
longer
now,
about the people.
I got people that's saying that now they can't say certain things because they taking that government money.
You're correct.
They can't speak how they used to speak.
They can't.
And that the ones that come in and speak a certain way, like the old bishops, they're gonna pull their coattail.
They definitely pulling their coattails.
And because that's gonna mess up their money.
Facts.
Because they have taken the government money.
You have several pastors who, right now, speaking against this election cycle, saying that certain ideas go against what the church really stands for. And he said that the IRS came to him and told him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw that.
He moved
he went
the wrong
viral.
way,
yeah.
And they're going to take everything he got.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you this. This is the day and time we live in. If you don't want to go with the script, you're going to get dipped.
Immediately.
You're going to get dipped like a chip. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more discussion. We got some smoke on the lines, Truth Nation. We got some chat. We got some talk to text. We're going to get to it all when we get back. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Prostate cancer screening is a simple blood test. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Your family history of prostate cancer increases the risk for all the men in your family. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Prostate cancer is most treatable when it's detected early. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Men, it's your life. That's why it's so important to talk to your doctor about getting tested. If you want info on how to take action, the Prostate Cancer Foundation is here to help. For more than 30 years, PCF, a leader in scientific breakthroughs, has funded cutting-edge research that speeds new treatments into clinics, helping patients live longer with fewer complications. Go to pcf.org to learn more about prostate cancer and how you can advocate for yourself. Remember, it's your life, and it's a simple blood test. Get it done.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe, from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. Now we got the queen.
Hey, yo.
Can I call you Rose? Elizabeth Brown in studio.
You're the force.
Can I call you Rose?
Hey, that's my jam too. Hey.
Can I call you Rose?
Hey.
You know the callers like Liz, you feel me?
Hey, as they should. I love the callers.
Can I call you Rose?
Like a flower
in blue.
Hey, you got them singing outside the window right now.
Hey, they ain't wrong. They ain't wrong. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, look, we got a question of the day. Is the church strong enough to, to
clean your image?
Clean your image, We got a poll as we
do
on 1017 The Truth. If you're watching us live on YouTube,
salute to my DJ.
What's going on in the polls? What they saying?
They saying yes at 29% and no at 71%.
71%
says no. The church can't clean your image because
you got to put in some real work,
especially when the church's dirty. How is cleaning?
Well, what I'm saying is you got to put in the real work. You can't.
You do.
You could probably, you can get up there with the suit and tie, the nice little Sunday's best.
But your heart's still dirty.
But like I said, you got to put in the inner works.
You do have to put in the inner works, and that's dealing with, the darkness that led you to the church, the actions that led you to having to come here and thinking that you can clean your image. Because again, a lot of people not falling for, the materialize the looking of what it is that you're doing, because change is action.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And action is change. Either way you want to flip that. If you're not going to do the inner workings, people don't understand. We've been programmed to believe that if we change the outside, that's going to change the inside. But no, you have to change the inside.
Make it look good, make it sound good.
But people don't understand that don't last long. It's like
they don't.
A fake gold chain. The more you wear it, it begins to fade, unless it's the real thing. That's
right.
Inside out and not outside in.
Well, Reese, Reesse,
Reese.
She says some men and some women in the world come into the congregation to find a mate, but when they rise to the top and get their mate, they flip the script on their mate and the congregation. So that's just sound like a wolf in sheep clothing.
It definitely is. Again, a lot of people are misled when you go, into the church, especially those individuals who are truly lost and go into the church, for refuge, and then find out, that they were being preyed on the whole time. So you have to make sure that you understand what it is that because if you don't stand for something, you'll forever fall for everything that everybody else got for you, instead of you going in with a purpose. That way you stay on task. You know what I'm
we
saying?
got Miss C on the lines. Miss C, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Man, Tory, I don't know how much time I got, but let me tell you something. The church, in essence, the Bible said, pray you one another that you might be healed. Mm-hmm. So the church effectively is gone down. It's dwindled way, way down. Like it was just, she gave a poll. So anyway, you have a lot of different types of spirits that are manifested in the church today. The Bible said in the last days, demons was going to be loose from the abyss, from hell. So you got demons popping up out of hell like crazy, taking on personalities, dealing with, a lot of different confrontational things in the church. So, if you don't have the discernment, the understanding of what day and time we're in, you will never know how, you should be. Because you're not being taught directly, but indirectly in the church, because money is the thing, power is the thing. Come on. Personality is the thing. So the Bible says in the last days, time to come, when men should be lovers of their own selves, covered, supposed to trial, blasphemer.
Say that,
so we're dealing with a lot of issues, and only had a lot of different types of people in the church now. And then it went on down there to say, and they shall lead captive silly women laid with it. These were talking about preachers. And divers lust. So we have like a whole lot going on in the church. But when you study the book of Galatians, Ephesians, and all of those different types of books in the Bible with your commentary, you will see the condition of the church back then is the same as the condition of the church today. So therefore, the church has lost its power. It's lost its relationship, lost its love for God. It's a whole lot of fabrication going on. A lot of joking, a lot of playing, a lot of rigmarole that's not even spiritual. And to Mike that said he's still cussing. I was never a cursor, but I did say a little bit till I got delivered. So there is a deliverance process for people, for ministers. There was a pastor, they said, was getting in the pulpit, he was cussing in the pulpit.
The cussing pastor.
That's a mentality. That's not a spiritual mindset. The Bible said, let this mind be in you that was also in Christ Jesus. Was Jesus Christ cussing? No, he wasn't cussing. He was demonstrating, because he had people to help. He had people to get delivered. He had people to change. He had people that he wanted to love and show, amen, his magnificence in the world today. And that's what the church is supposed to be. They're supposed to be walking in the things of the kingdom of God. They're lacking so much ingenuity, so much strength, so much charisma, so much joy, so much peace. They're lacking the magnificence of God.
Amen. It's a demonstration.
Look,
it's supposed to be a demonstration.
Now, we all see the only people that push against conversations like this is people that profit, that get money, that's using this as a vehicle to get their individual success.
Yes, because when you really look at the facts, when you look at, like she stated, the demonstration of the church, our communities should be better. We should be seeing, the works from these churches.
Hey, Winky Blue, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, man, I couldn't resist not chiming in. When you start talking about the church, I have to get involved. There's three things that you probably won't be able to trick me on. And that's the Bible, how to count money, and women. Them three things right there, I'm pretty good at.
Hey.
So when I hear you, so I heard them talking about. First, I got chimed in when you talking about cussing, and the Bible says, "Shun, profane, and vain babbling." That's over in Timothy. That's over in Timothy. I think the 22nd chapter or something like that. Shun, profane, and vain babbling. And you know something about the church, especially us, the black church. You can go to a doctor's office and dig and try to get a lawsuit against that doctor. Go to all other kind of doctors to dispute what he's did. And guess what? You can't find a doctor, Harley. Sometimes you have to go outside of the state to find a doctor to talk about that doctor. The same with the lawyer. You go to the Bar Association. That ain't nothing up there in Madison. And complain and complain. It's hard to get another lawyer to fight that lawyer that's done did you wrong. But the church, we kill our own. The black church kill their own. See how we had this discussion? You won't have this discussion in the white church. They might do it amongst themselves.
They got the lawsuits in the white churches.
They sure do.
They got 300,000 people that sued those white churches.
Facts.
In the last couple of years.
They do it quietly. Big brother. They do it quietly. But check this
Maybe
out.
If they would have spoke out, there wouldn't have been a lot of victims.
Facts.
Well, I'll tell you this right here. Sean profane and vain babbling. And there's a story in the Bible where this prophet was going to curse Israel. His name was Balaam. And he jumped on that old Democrat donkey. And that's what they're doing now. They got Kamala coming to curse America. And the Democrats is steady trying to force this doggone donkey, okay, to go down and curse America. And the donkey quit going. And Balaam got off and started whooping the donkey, right? And then the donkey started talking to him and told him, look, I can't go down there. There's two angels in the middle of the lane with flames, and I can't do it. So I just thought I would throw that in for kicks. Okay. However, when it comes to the church, we are the church. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and if any man defile the temple, him will God destroy. That's 1 Corinthians, the third chapter, I believe. Listen, all of these things sound good and wonderful, and some people didn't realize that they were players until they came to the church, and then here comes some little woman crying, and you start wiping her tears, and before you know it, you realize that you got strength in using that book. And then you start the manipulation process starts. But hey, I would never turn my back on God. And one thing about it, if you abstract God, and that's what they're doing right now, once he's totally abstracted, then mayhem will turn loose here like we've never seen it before. America is the last Christian nation that's standing, that believe in God, Jesus, and all of that stuff. The last one. And we, the black church, got a hold to that poison that Elijah Muhammad was teaching, and Timothy Drew Ali, you go back before the Muhammad, go back to the Moorish science here in America. And guess what? Now look what the residual is, the fallout is. We got kids that'll go out and film a dead, dying person opposed to helping or bringing aid to them. We kind of lost, but we going to be all right. I really believe. Hey, Tory, I appreciate this few minutes of fame, man. I'm out.
Hey, salute. Thank you for tapping in, Wing. We got a time for another call, DJ Brother Z. White Widow, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, I'm going to be quick. Salute, I took notes so I could get up. Hi, you guys. Listen, just remember, the word religion is not even in the Bible. An old black man told me that once, probably 50 years ago. I was brought up where God helps those who help themselves. Get off your prayer bones and do something. Prayer bones were used for discipline. I had to get on them and face the wall and not squat down. Use your God-given brains. The Democrats fact-checked me. Bill Maher, a big guy, got up there, and Bill Maher, who's an atheist, said, why do you lead with God? And he said, because it softens them up. The fact of the matter is Christianity and the impact of it throughout the history has only done, killed people, oppressed women and children. The Pope was over in Belgium. Guess what? The president of Belgium said, nice visit, but what are you going to do about compensating all the victims from the Catholic Church in Belgium? So, religion is not the way to go. Tap into who you are. I spend $42. I spent 5 hours with my cousin. I don't do computers. I thought for sure my Irish came over here. I'm finding out we go back to 1760. Sons of the Revolution and the Civil War. We never owned land and we never owned slaves. But, the fact of the matter is, get inside yourself. I believe in a higher power because my ma did, and you couldn't BS her. If you came into the house, you had to meet her before you went anywhere, and after she'd say, nice to meet you. Now, after 15 minutes, you're on company, get your own. My ma was tough. And the fact of the matter is, I'm a ride or die for Jesus. I'm down for all that. Because that's what you do, Tory. You walk the streets. We pick the people. We find them. We go look for them. We don't sit at church waiting for on a Sunday for someone to come through and grab a backpack or a box of food on an Easter Sunday. I don't want to hear it. The money that's used, the resources, Catholic Church gave us one good thing, Father Grappi, and that's how I learned. I watched through that movement and what hit the streets and the power of it. So when I went to Stuyvesant, who's going to turn back to Stuyvesant and not a French immersion school, I led a walkout for open lunch because I found out Wells and Peckham had it and they wouldn't give it to it.
Hey, salute, Queen.
Hey, look, when we come back, we got Eddie on the lines. We got some talk to text. We got some chat. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Get ready for a breath of fresh air with Community Heartbeat, your go-to show for health and wellness in our vibrant city. Presented by Outreach Community Health Centers and hosted by me, Sherwin Hughes. Tune in this Saturday at 10 a.m. as we take you on a journey toward a healthier Milwaukee. Community Heartbeat is not just a show, it's a movement dedicated to bringing our community together through wellness. We've got expert interviews, inspiring stories, and the inside scoop on local events from Outreach Community Health Centers that will keep your heart pumping with positivity.
Tap into Milwaukee's most entertaining morning show.
Jelly was getting frustrated because he couldn't connect to Wi-Fi, and he was like, Tony said, oh, crud. I was like, crud? Oh, crud. Crud knuckles.
And Tony get all of my words on the golf course because I don't curse, and if I do something wrong, my go-to word is fudge.
Listen to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
So you may have heard of Project 2025, a plan crafted by Trump and his MAGA loyalists to give Trump virtually unchecked political power and take Black America backwards. Here's how. Project 2025 strips away our voting rights protections, and it eliminates the Department of Education. It would siphon public school funding to private schools, leaving our kids behind. Planning on going to college? Good luck paying for it. Project 2025 cuts funding for federal student loans. Trump's Project 2025 would also make states monitor women's pregnancies, and it bans abortion. Project 2025 would also gut Obamacare, ripping away health care from millions. Simply put, Trump's Project 2025 would be devastating to Black America. But we can stop it by voting for Kamala Harris for president, because we are not going back.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for president.
Attention families, Milwaukee Public Museum wants to remind you that Kohl's Thank You Thursdays are in full swing. Receive free access to MPM's permanent exhibits on the first Thursday of every month. Milwaukee Public Museum would like to thank Kohl's for their support and making this program possible. Visit MPM's website today for more information and to book your reservations. mpm.edu/KTYT. That's mpm.edu/KTYT.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. One call, that's all.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah, okay, I'm feeling strong today. Yeah, I'm feeling strong. Yeah, this big dog, grown man music. You know, this accountability song, you know what I'm saying?
First back like he left the song.
I did some wrong, okay, I admit it. They not as strong, so they not gonna get it. Ain't know what I'm on, so they not gonna feel it. Even when out alone, I stand on the business. Yeah, with that thong, don't care about it. I ever do wrong and tell me no feelings. I did some wrong, okay, I admit it. I'm feeling strong the day I done did it. I got
The Truth is the proud home of Marquette University High School Championship football. We have a great matchup for you this Friday night as the Marquette High Hilltoppers look to extend their winning streak to 6 games in a row as they host conference rival the Brookfield Central Lancers. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Friday Night Football on The Truth is presented by Gruber Offices. One call, that's all.
We don't need no mattress.
Milwaukee College Prep, dedicated to closing the opportunity gap for children in Milwaukee, redefining what's educationally possible so more children can pursue their dreams, but they can't do it alone. Join Milwaukee College Prep Thursday, October 17th, and take a stand in closing the opportunity gap for Milwaukee students. Your support means quality education accessible to over 2,000 students in Milwaukee. Together we can close the opportunity gap. Enjoy food, drinks, and a chance to learn more. Purchase tickets at 2024takeastand.givesmart.com. Hey,
yo.
Look, Elizabeth Brown, question of the day. A lot of people chiming in.
Real talk.
You know, question of the day, is the church enough?
Hey, so the poll is saying 75% no and 25% yes. That
Church
it's
enough
enough
to
change, to cleanse how you look. It ain't the heart.
Get the image right.
It ain't the heart. It's just, you can go to church to make it look like the mission statement.
Looking good.
Hey, you shining like a new penny.
Sitting in the front.
That part.
Well, we got Eddie on the lines. Eddie, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Hey, good day, Tory. Good day, Liz. How you doing today?
Hey, Eddie.
How you doing,
Happy
brother
Monday.
Eddie?
I'm doing good. Hey, is it okay if something is said wrong on last week's show? Maybe Thursday. I think it was Thursday. Is it okay if I correct it?
Well, I don't know, because we're talking about something today, so we don't go back.
Okay. Oh, we never go back?
Well, sometimes people try to go back. The callers do.
And you a caller.
Am I
You're a caller. You can throw it out there.
Don't run it back.
But it's
all right. I want to correct something that Elizabeth said.
Here we go.
Last week I was on the show.
Uh-huh.
And then somebody called in, of course, saying, oh, that Eddie, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you were talking about me getting beaten up. Okay?
You did. Didn't you tell us that you got beat up? That they chased you home when you was a little kid?
I don't know if I ever told you that. I was probably
Eddie,
making
you
that
said
up.
you got
said
beat
it
up.
several
Oh, he
times.
said he probably made it up.
No.
You said it several times.
I said I got jumped.
So what is that?
If
Ain't
you
they
would've-
get beat up?
Not if you don't take any hits, and not if you're doing better than they are, and you're knocking people out.
So how are you getting jumped, Eddie?
Well, because I'm a white guy. And it's happened to it's something white guys talk about. It happens a lot. Guys won't bring it up because if you bring up anything, you're a racist.
Okay.
But it's happened many times. It happens at integrated high schools many times.
At school.
Exactly. And they chased you home. You said that several times.
No, nobody chased me. I don't remember being chased home.
I just know he said
I remember getting jumped at school by 15 people and me
hold on, Eddie.
twisting my ankle.
Can I ask you a question?
So you guys, you're misrepresenting this. And let me just say this.
Can I ask you a question?
If I made fun of a black guy who got jumped by 15 white guys where they were yelling racist taunts to them, you guys would think I'm appalling.
Hold on, Eddie. Wait.
If a black man got jumped.
Can I ask you a question, Eddie?
Black men been getting, we getting
jumped
today.
Can I ask you a question, Eddie?
No white guys are jumping black guys.
Eddie, was you acting like you be acting on the lines when they?
No,
is this why they jumped you?
I wasn't. No, I was a really sweet kid, and people warned me of it.
Okay, well, you said you was.
And this is something whites know and don't talk about it, okay? And the reason you're coming against me on it is because nobody else has enough guts to stand up and say, this is an issue. This is an issue at integrated high schools. This is an issue walking down the street.
People don't believe that you outran 15 people, Eddie.
At all.
I didn't. Listen, I didn't outrun them. I hobbled home because I twisted my ankle. I fell off a curb and I twisted my ankle. So I hobbled home. Nobody chased me. But this is remarkable, though, and this is something a lot of guys know. It's very rarely one-on-one. It's like 6-on-1, 12-on-1, 15-on-1. I've seen it too many times in my life to think that it isn't the protocol, okay? I mean, I don't just talk about it. Other people talk about it.
All right, Eddie. Okay. So what do you think about the question of the day?
This is what I honestly think. I think that we'd have to be fools to believe that these churches as a whole, and I'm a Catholic, especially the Catholic Church, is full of malfeasance. We all know just about every, I can't say every, but it's a lot of archdioceses in America. All these lawsuits dealing with the sexual abuse of young boys goes on. We all know it, and yet people seem to attend church every week or every other week or on high holidays, and they act like it didn't happen. Nobody else would belong to a business. For example, I would not go to a health club where the people at the health club are molesting little kids. I would not go to the health club.
Right.
If I went to a grocery store and the people stocking shelves and the cashiers at the grocery store were molesting little kids in the fruit aisle, I would not go to that grocery store.
Right.
But it seems that people don't have enough guts to stand up. And they know what's going on. They know it's malfeasance. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you something. I've been up against the archdiocese now for about 3 or 4 years. And I want to throw you guys a quick story. And I come from a Catholic family. That's a 1% Catholic family. All my relatives went to Catholic school around Metro Milwaukee. Divine Savior, Mesmer, back when Mesmer was a different school, Pius. My other uncle went to Marquette, Thomas More, Don Bosco, the whole bit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the beauty of this. When I wanted to talk to the archdiocese about some of the malfeasance that's going on, and you guys know it, you read the paper, you listen to the news, and they were open to talking to me until I questioned them about the veracity of pushing priests from Milwaukee, Wisconsin to Milwaukee, Oregon, from Rochester, Wisconsin to Rochester, New York, and they just kind of saw that I wasn't playing the game with them. They would not call me back. Would not call me back. I was calling them maybe 3 times every 2 weeks, maybe 3 times every 5 weeks, okay? But I kept pestering them, okay, because that's how I am. So let me say this. They would not take my phone calls. I called up, and I had a different phone number. I called up and I said, hi, my name is John Donnelly, and I'm going to my attorneys. I'm rewriting my will, my last will and testament. I'd like to leave a large donation to the archdiocese. Could you please call me back? I got a phone call back in 20 minutes.
Wow. Oh, wow.
20 minutes, okay? So between all these priests and the lawsuits, between the behind-the-scenes homosexual relationships with priests, with other people, whatever it may be, with all the sin, with all the covering up of abortion is wrong in the Catholic Church. Catholics just consider it appalling, and yet when these precious daughters get knocked up by the wrong guy, first thing they do is head to a clinic, and they forget that it ever happened, and these girls have their white weddings, and maybe even in the cathedral. It's all a farce. It's all a farce. Joel Osteen has that super church in Houston. When Houston flooded in August of 2017,
I remember
he wouldn't let the people come into the church because they got new carpeting.
Oh, wow.
I mean, come on. These guys are flying around on jets. I don't need a jet. I wouldn't need a jet. I could live in a camper if I really had a wholehearted belief in Jesus Christ as my Messiah, the Savior of my soul. I could live in a pup tent and eat beans out of a can, and yet these guys are flying around on jets, living in mansions, wearing $2,000 suits. It's just a farce, and we need to wake up to it.
Hey.
We just do.
Salute, Eddie.
All right, guys, on that note, I got to go. I got to paint a house, and you know how it goes with me, and I got to.
All right,
okay,
Eddie.
go.
Hey, thank you for tapping in. Hey.
And thank you, Eddie, for fighting, for those that were molested in the Catholic Church, because people, it is real. It's truly real, and it's time for us to go to looking at it for what it is.
Tony from Tulsa, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
First of all, Tory and Liz, how was you guys this weekend?
It was powerful.
Powerful.
Salute, King. How was yours?
It was great. I can't complain, man. Long time living and breathing, I'm good to go.
Hey, that part.
True.
So I do want to add on this, and this is the thing that gets me with, your other caller, Meech, is that he keeps pumping this slave mentality on us. You know why the slave masters gave us the Bible, and because it was to keep us in check. Religion is there, the purpose of to keep you in check, to make sure that, hey, you might not get what you're supposed to get now, but somehow when you die, you're going to see all the prosperity. Like, no, we're not doing that, because I don't know what's going to be on the next side. So if I'm not getting it here, I'm not trying to hear about it in the next life, because ain't nobody coming back from the next life telling you what was on the other side.
And everybody else is getting it now. Right.
Exactly. They're getting it now. And the thing is, it's like you realize throughout history, who are the more powerful people? It was the religious people and the kings and queens. They were the most powerful people. And everybody else that wasn't there on their level or was trying to get there, they were docile. So hold up, let me give you this religion. And again, one day you might get there. Mm-hmm. So it's like, look, bro, we don't need that. Our history does not come from that. So, again, we got the power from, our God was the sun. Our mother was the earth. That's where we got our power from. Not from this made-up thing about religion and you do all this and this prosperity gospel. Hey, if you put this seed money here, that's not how it works. Because think about it. If your higher power is asking you for something that's man-made.
Come on.
That ain't the person that you should be worshiping.
Come on.
Like, oh, man, he need my dollars. Why? That's man-made. We didn't do that.
Say it.
I want my people to really, really wake up to this thing. This is where our sun that nourishes us. It rises in the east and goes to the gods in the west. So this is where we get our power from. We get our power from the earth, the things that are around us, not all this other nonsense, this man-made stuff. So we can actually wake up from that and realize that's what we are. We are the leaders of this world. This is where we come from. We came from a continent that didn't need nobody else. They came to us for the resources.
Come on.
So please, man, I'm telling my people to wake up to this. And leave this religious stuff alone, and let's get back to one of us. We need each other to survive, to get to where we want to be and where we want to go. If we go back to that and get away from this division is what they came in to do this, they came in to divide us, and they conquered and did what they needed to do. So we are here fighting one another, not realizing that this is my brother, this is my sister, and if we do this together, there is no one that can take us out.
Hey, nothing is impossible. Hey. Salute, King.
Look, hey, the callers of Truth Nation, they preaching today.
Hey, they coming with that smoke.
They preaching. But see, the thing is, this is why we have a show where we can have open conversations where you can talk about what's really going on instead of having that scripted, manufactured, mainstream conversation that many times is so far out of touch, keeping you reactionary and off balance.
Facts.
And salute to all of those that are called in and added to the context.
For real.
Powerful conversation
real talk,
we're having today.
Real people in real time. Salute the Truth Nation.
We got Misty Lady. Misty.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing, Misty?
Salute,
Bless us, Queen.
Oh, gosh, this is really good. I'm just listening and all of the different comments and, the structures and the beliefs that people have. Where's the Bible? Why they don't know the Word of God? I mean, why is all these comments, you talking about a subject that relates to the church, and they should be able to, relate it with Scripture.
Well, they quoted some scriptures. Some people quoted some scriptures.
We have some scriptures quoted.
Yeah, but I know some people, but I'm just saying, our ancestors, they were biblical teachers. I mean, they were strong in their faith. This is how they got over through slavery. Mm-hmm. And then we, their descendants, we don't even really know what the Bible really says until. So, my thing is, people of God, people of this generation, people of our culture, get in the Bible, get in the Word of God, study God's Word. If you don't understand it, get other materials to study along with the Bible, so we will know, because this AI is taking over and it has its own Bible structure, and the Bible's going to be taken away soon. So get in there now So you won't be asking somebody to tell you what the Bible says. Tell me a Bible story. There's something coming down the pipeline that's not going to be good in relation to the Bible. So that's my thing today. And yeah, the Lord is a healer. You know, the church is supposed to be healing people, helping, counseling, dealing with situations, circumstances, problems in every aspect, but there is no knowledge of what it is to be about God's business. Amen.
Okay, salute, Queen.
Oh, is she still on?
Have a good day.
Okay. Hey.
Salute.
All right. Look, hey, what's going on with the polls? Is the church strong enough to change the image?
72% says no and 28% says yes.
That 28% still believe.
They still
that it can change your image.
You know, yeah.
They make sure that you know what I mean, standing strong.
Hey, make you look
in front
nice
of the congregation,
and shiny,
right?
You know, yeah.
Especially on Easter. Hey, look,
Easter suit on.
Look, the Easter used to be the fashion show,
hey,
right?
Everybody pull up.
Easter and Christmas.
Hey.
Well, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com.
What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have 2 really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
Check out Jammin' with Juice, where it's amazingly juicy.
I'm going to tell y'all straight up, though. Y'all little brothers, y'all little sisters, y'all doing good. I don't think y'all know how good y'all doing it.
Thank you.
Because it's hard to get the young people to talk about these important issues.
Like, let's say you washing your body, you washing your hair, you wash your face, you cleaned your ears, you got behind them ears, you brushed your teeth, your makeup off, you done exfoliated, you done shaved. Why not brush your teeth in the shower? Why not use the bathroom in the shower? As we wrap up the show with a bow, I'm flaming, bitch. You was looking up to Steve Harvey.
Yeah. He was a positive black man, you know.
I feel it.
Had a good show. He had some swag.
He was a music teacher.
He was the music teacher.
You love music.
Yeah. Shoot, he was messing around with the principal. Like, come on now.
He thought he was playing.
Yeah. He's a king of comedy. This man doing it. I want to be like Steve. What's up, my jammer?
What's up, guys? You know what? I just want to say you guys are the best thing rocking at 12 noon. You guys just bring so much energy to 12 o'clock. I don't even want to eat my lunch because I want to hear what Big Jammin' and Naughty you gotta say.
You sitting at the crib, you watching TV, and your life's passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over. Maybe I'll go to school next year, maybe next month. No, do it right now. You can do it after work, and you can do it before work. Just do whatever you need to do to graduate. There is definitely a line when it comes to just enhancing your beauty versus like completely altering your entire body in more ways than one to look completely different.
From the 414 to everyone across the globe, Jammin' with Juice is here for you. Check out Jammin' with Juice daily on YouTube.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. A lot of big-name companies are rethinking their commitment to DEI, in large part due to pressure on social media from anti-DEI activists. Ann Chow is former Chief Executive Officer at AT&T Business and was the first woman of color to serve as a CEO in AT&T's history. She says that we need to think bigger when it comes to addressing diversity.
Inclusion is so much more than just representation. It's about an environment that you create to widen your perspective, to look at new data sources, to surround yourself with different people, to advance your business, to innovate, to grow, right? To build a contemporary workforce that will compete not just today but tomorrow. It's all of those things that make really just good business sense.
Chow's recent book, Lead Bigger: The Transformative Power of Inclusion, takes a closer look at how to lead an inclusive team. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Stein. After missing the last 2 weeks, quarterback Jordan Lowe returned to action on Sunday, but it would not be enough as the Packers fall to the Vikings by a final score of 31-29. Love in his return threw for 389 yards, 4 touchdowns, but had 3 interceptions on the day.
I think it comes down to just we did not make enough plays. Had a turnover early, and we just didn't make plays. I think did not play well enough personally, me, and accuracy was a little bit off. A little bit shaky.
With the loss, the Pack falling to 2-2 on their season. They'll travel out to L.A. next week to take on the Rams. Over to baseball, where the Milwaukee Brewers fell to the Mets in the regular season finale. This one by a final score of 5-0. The Crew will await the winner of tonight's doubleheader between the Mets and the Braves to determine their wild card round opponent. It will either be the Mets or the Diamondbacks. Game 1 of the wild card series for the Brewers is set for 4:30 on Tuesday afternoon. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, we have teamed up with Associated Bank for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. Visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com to sign up today. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure right here on The Truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC. Hey, Elizabeth Brown, we got Jammin going viral once again.
Viral.
He made the shade room.
Yeah, he did.
For the question he asked Damian Lillard today at the Bucks Media Day. Is he giving Glorilla any action?
Real talk.
And he answered the question. He said no.
Yeah, he said, hey, I keep my personal business personal.
Yeah.
And we both artists. I mean, salute to Benjamin.
Right. For starting the fuss online today.
That part.
They got if y'all want to check it out, y'all can go to the Shade Room. Y'all can go to The Truth on Instagram, The Truth on Facebook. Hey,
or
salute to Benjamin for ruffling the feathers today.
Facts. On
got
X.
the whole industry blogs
on fire.
Yeah, on fire about the question.
Yeah.
I mean,
that he
that's
asked
what's
Damian
up.
Lillard. What was funny, he was like at 7:00.
Yes.
I was like, okay, Benjamin, I see you. Salute.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Also, the guy who was hanging out at Trump's golf club, sticking the pistol through the bushes,
man,
in the fence. I guess he pleads not guilty to all the charges.
Yeah.
Plus, it was something to where something was going on with his son, and I wanted to get that up there before we go into the father being arrested and trying to shoot Trump.
Facts.
But his son
then got arrested.
But it was for pornography, child pornography.
Yeah. Sick.
What's really going on? I mean, it's like father, like son, both of them sick.
Facts. Sick.
And when I saw this story over the weekend, I was like,
whoa.
Now the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Clearly.
And he looking crazy on
both of them.
Looking crazy. I mean, looking like they didn't,
here,
a few sandwiches short of a picnic. You know what I mean? But what, if y'all watching as we broadcast live on 101.7 The Truth, as we broadcast live, we got some video of the son looking mad crazy, caught with pornography. The guy who tried to shoot Trump, his son, was caught with pornography, child pornography.
Yes.
Let's listen.
A man suspected of an apparent assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump has reportedly been arrested for allegedly possessing images of child sexual abuse. According to a complaint filed in North Carolina federal court, Orrin Routh is charged with receiving and possessing child pornography. It states that FBI agents searched Routh's home in a case unrelated to child exploitation. Agents seized several of his devices and say they obtained warrants to search them. The complaint alleges Routh was in possession of hundreds of images of children being sexually abused.
Oh, wow.
No attorney was listed for him in the federal court database. Orrin Routh's father is reportedly Ryan Routh, who is still behind bars as he faces weapons charges connected to what authorities believe was an apparent attempt to assassinate Donald Trump at his Florida golf course. Prosecutors expect to pursue more serious charges against him. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Mara Montalbano.
Look, and now, look, I'm going to tell you this. This is a sick world now. And we just talking about how people after these kids.
Protect our children.
And this is why I don't go with certain ideas or entities that I know that is dealing with the kids a certain way. And a lot of people always asking me, hey, Tory, you know, why you... I don't go with ideas where they messing with the kids.
Facts.
I'm out.
Facts.
I don't do it.
Not finna play
I'm
that
not
game.
even finna listen to nothing you talking about.
At all. Absolutely not.
You know, I ain't got time for all of that.
Absolutely not.
Plus, I have to deal with it in my community.
In real life.
With human sex trafficking going on, where people are luring these young kids out through the internet. It's a whole phenomenon going on right now.
Is.
And I just ain't got time to hear people overlooking agencies and institutions that's preying on children. I'm out. I can't deal with it. I'm not dealing with it. And that's a wrap. I don't care what you're talking about.
At all. Absolutely not. I'm a survivor of child rape. So, again, we definitely not going to play with the children at all. I don't care who you are or what it is that you're doing. Anybody that's on that, I'm against you, point blank and period. Yeah. We ain't got nothing to talk about. I'm trying to get you through under the jail.
And the thing is, you know, I risked my life many times. And I don't tell y'all how we getting them back. They just not saying, hey, I'm just about to get the kids up.
Not at all. They gonna fight.
So what I'm saying is, you know, due to the wisdom and understanding and having to deal with it up front in my neighborhood, you know, I got strategies, you know, that I use to do it. But at the same time, it's just getting more and more
egregious.
A lot of times when I wake up, I don't have no... you know, idea, okay, today it's going to be a missing girl out here. It just randomly happens where the families call and then you just got to respond. But at the same time, I think this year I've gotten more calls of grooming.
Boys
with little
and
girls.
girls.
Yeah. So to me, I feel like, wow, like what is this explosion of just this
the
whole
101 genders and
dealing
all of that,
with these things
preying
with
on
these
the
kids. Right.
Correct.
So it's a
dumbing them
when
down.
I say it's a huge thirst out here. For these babies, y'all got to watch your kids, hide your kids, hide your wives right now. Because people want the babies. They want the kids for some reason. Children. And I'm dealing with it, and I'm seeing the increase in my workload to deal with this community. And I'm saying, y'all, be careful what y'all kids doing on these tablets.
For real.
Be careful where y'all sending these kids to hang out.
Give them the awareness.
Because anytime it's a crack, they can slip through. They going to try to grab
all facts. And this is another example, a prime example of these sick individuals. And it's coming out the woodwork. So the best thing to do is to be aware. Because to be aware is to prevent, you know, it from happening to another child.
Right.
So.
Well, look, when we come back from break, Elizabeth Brown, I'm going to get your final thoughts on today's show.
Let's do it.
Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, join us live for the Truth Summit on Saturday, October 26th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the 3rd Street Market Hall. This exclusive in-person roundtable will examine the state of finances, education, and politics for Black Milwaukee. Dr. Ken Harris will be joined by expert guests for a lively debate and insights that you can't afford to miss. We've got it covered on the pulse of Black Milwaukee. Get your tickets to the Truth Summit by visiting 1017thetruth.com.
How much I weigh is nobody's business, but Eric Hovde wants to make it his.
Republican candidate for United States Senate Eric Hovde says that overweight people should have to pay more for their health insurance.
Eric Hovde want us to pay more because we weigh more? How insulting is that?
Listen to Eric Hovde.
There should be consequences to those personal choices. Fine, you want to do that? Your health care is going to cost more.
Hovde would increase health care costs for 1 out of every 3 people in Wisconsin.
Eric Hovde is totally wrong. Who do he think he is?
Senator Tammy Baldwin has a different view. She's working to lower health care costs for Wisconsinites. Tammy Baldwin wrote the law that lets young people stay on their parents' health insurance until they're 26. And Tammy took on the big pharmaceutical companies to cap the cost of insulin and inhalers. Tammy Baldwin is the one who's working for us.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, candidate for Senate, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Tammy Baldwin for Senate.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. They're the window and door equivalent of hitting for the cycle. Pella manufactures all of their own products, and each one of those products gets tested thousands of times to ensure it stands the test of time. Quality craftsmanship and innovative design are built into every Pella product for timeless beauty and performance. Order by September 30th and get as low as $18 per window and $81 per patio door per month. Visit PellaWI.com today.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place and instead of what you came for, you found a phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. For help with drug use, call 1-800-662-HELP for free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/knowtherisks.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. We've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Can I call you Rose? Can I call? 'Cause your thorns won't let love in too soon. Can I call you Rose? Can I call you Rose? Can I call? 'Cause your roots have the power to consume.
That's my
Elizabeth
song.
Brown, can I call you Rose? You know, I just want to just talk to you.
Hey. Can I call you Rose? That's my song. That's my theme song.
All right, Elizabeth Brown, another powerful show.
Very much so. Very much so powerful. Very much so needed. Real people, real talk, and real time. And that's what we are here to do. Because, again, like I said, the changing of the guards is happening. The things that we wasn't privy to, now we're privy to. We have to make sure we having these real life conversations because, again, the math ain't mathing. If the church was where it was supposed to be, we have 7 on one block. You know, our neighborhoods will look different. You understand? We have to make sure that we know when the shift happened. And like I said, in 2001, don't quote me, but when Bush did the faith-based initiative, everything shifted. They were paid for. Right. That's paid opposition, especially for the black community. And this is why politicians able to go up in there and lie and mislead individuals because they're put there just like the celebrities to mislead you to believe one thing while they know that on the other side, that's exactly not what's happening. The mission statement no longer represents what these people are doing, and the people are seeing it. So salute Truth Nation. information. This is a conversation that we have to have nowadays, because to change our minds is to change our lives. And we're doing that one day at a time, one conversation at a time, one person at a time, one family at a time. Hey. Ain't no better time than the present. So
we got the ending of the poll.
We definitely do. That's 74% said no, the church can't. And what is that? 25%.
25% does the church still have the power to cleanse you if you break the law. Change your image. Help your image out.
Hey, the imagery. That's the illusion of inclusion. You are not included. Believe that.
Well,
it's a business.
Once again, Liz, I appreciate you for being on these front lines. As usual.
You already know what it is.
And we got a lot of work to do.
Let's get it.
Hey, look, and salute to the Brewers for coming through the 3rd Street Marketplace today. The mascots.
Yes. The sausage.
You know, it was powerful.
It was very powerful.
We got the towels. We got the flags. The playoffs about to start.
And they have the what is it called? The little what is this?
The thing that the picture projector.
Yeah, the picture projector. Man, that brought me back to my childhood. So salute to the Brewers. Let's go, Brew Crew. Y'all can do it. And we putting that energy out here.
And also, you know, like I said, when we have these conversations and we talking about what's going on in our community, just feel free to join in. You know?
Tap in.
And the one thing I always tell people, you know, you got to make sure that we're having the right conversations at the right time so we can make the decisions so we're not so reactionary. And we got to get ahead of the curve. And only how we going to do that is have real conversations. And I appreciate having this show as a platform where we can have those real conversations. Look, Truth Nation, look. Thank you for joining the Tory Lowe Show today with another powerful conversation. Hey, look. Be safe. Keep your head on the swivel.
We love you.
Green don't always mean go. I love you, Dr. Ken Harris. Up next.
Have you ever had the feeling that you was being had? Don't that that make you mad? They treat you like a slave. Put chains all on your soul and put whips up on your back. They be lying through their teeth. Hope you slip up off your path. I don't switch up, I just laugh. Put my kicks up on they desk. Unaffected by they threats. Then get busy on they... See, that's how that shit tell me, man. That's how my daddy raised me. That glittering may not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you never have to pay me. Go and put your hands up. In times is how you stand up. LUP the man, cause a brand that the fans trust. So even if they ban us, they'll never slow my plans up. Already the show goes on all night till the morning. The dreams so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up. Show goes on all right.
Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Southside Serious.
Southside, this is 101.7 The Truth, and you are our Gruber 5.